Washing, gonna find Bolu, but does get hit markers by Jez. Going up against, they're now all tied up. 1-1. Theo is going to get taken down by Jez. You can now see Jez pushing up towards the B flag. We're rocking that 35 round. See that we have Vague pushing up incredibly far, but this should be a free kill for Theo, sure enough. With the push from the backside, finds Jez.
Vou cavar em cima, cava esquerda, cava esquerda.
Tem um, só tem ar. Tem mais um.
Aí tem que botar essa pode ver agora, calma,
Nossa!
And we've got two players left to deal with. FN 420. Oh my god, Lucky, what the hell was that? Count them out. Can't do it. Lucky is Dark Wizard. You're the only hope here, Dark Wizard. Oh my god, we've got a 2v5 that is a reality. Lydia looking for the shots. Lydia's gonna round the corner. Lydia finds one. Lydia just needs to find Lucky. Doesn't happen. We're going to another round. The most at the moment finds another one. Just an absolute demon. Moving quickest in with the side of Nova. Dave, you're doing it.
People see, there is one A now.
Oh my, Chris, he's all 1-4. Where you at, homie? I know you're in a typical sniper area right now. You're getting 80 with close. Lucky, get headshot. Cosmo, flip the smoke. Get it too, homie. We got a 1v1.
Oh my goodness, Iona! Bro, watch.
Extend was left alive. Now it's Iona looking to make this.
Yo, this girl's dirty! Aggressively push up to this degree. Lydia's able to find one. Artemisa coming through. What's that? Is that the kilo? Whoa! Whoa! Artemisa, the Damascus kilo. Ooh, Kells. Finds one, is looking for two, but Artemisa. Yo, this girl kind of nuts with the kilo, bro. I have been. Found herself on that Sparrow shot, but the Angels do maintain this P3. Oh, brick stuff! Well, it was looking good for a minute there, Verdict, at the beginning of this round, but it has quickly gone in. I think you're right on the money. The arrow can push that up, finds two in the feed to start things off. Those double kills are worth a ton of points, let alone.
Alrighty, EU, we are here for it. It is day one of Mobile Mayhem. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a little bit of a Challenger series on our hands. How's everybody doing today? It's your boy Verdict. as always, joining me, the pantsless, the ever so funny, ever so cocky, the most smartest caster in all of COD Mobile. He's goated. That's right. Denominator. He's. That's right. I intentionally. I just want you to say. Look, I just wanted to say I intentionally said most smartest, so that way you could correct me, just to see like the levels of correctness we're gonna come with on a regular basis this season. And I gotta say, I got away with that one, and I'm pretty proud of myself.
Well, you know, hopefully we have a couple of good matchups for you here, guys, today. I'm pretty excited to be back casting EU. Been working pretty much around the clock, try to get this opportunity to. Mostly, I don't care about EU, right? I just wanted to cast with Verdict. That's the big thing. No, you guys know I missed casting EU. I always jump into chat and hang out during the broadcast while I'm at work and whatnot. I'm finally at a point where I was able to get my schedule manipulated around enough to make a return, and well, we're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see how it goes, but definitely should be a good season. And I think one of the comments that I made over the past couple of weekends is how much stronger across the board Europe has been than some of the other regions, particularly NA and LATAM. And I think we've got a ton of challenger teams here that are actually really well solid enough that they could be a pretty good fit for the main season.
No, I completely agree. I think one thing that we're going to be missing out on, and I think we talked about this before broadcast, and hold on, I need to correct your camera real quick, because I thought I did it, but I didn't. I have it like all over the place. There we go. We're a little better right there. I'll correct that as we go. I think one of the biggest missed opportunities that we have is the fact that we are not going to be able to see Illuminati. And with that kind of info, you know, it's only unfair because we saw the, you know, disqualification from stage 3, and I completely get that, right? You don't want to participate if you're not moving forward in COD Mobile. And with them still having the peel out, I hate that we possibly, if they do get that reversed, not be able to see them on the main stage because of that. Now, with that being said, we still have Anarchy, which was a team that competed in stage 3. They didn't quite make it to the cut, but they're going to be testing their luck out here in their first matchup against Prometheus, who also didn't. Did they make the cut? I'm going to be honest with you. I need to run back through the top 8, but Atlanta and Black Mont, which is Mont's secondary team. And we got Axibyte, who 100% made it through in Apophis. So that's going to be a tough matchup for that third one. Our first one, I think our players are starting to finally pile in. And it's looking like it's going to be a solid day for our first 3 matches for see who's making it. Again, Illuminati pulls out. They forfeit. Cole gets a freebie into the regular season. And, you know, that's a dub on its own. I mean, they've got the spot due to the DQ. And, you know, I don't necessarily want to jump into, you know, the logistics of that, but again, I'm missing out on an Illuminati team that has so much talent. That's an L.
1, 2, 3, 4. I do believe Prometheus got a spot.
Interesting.
I do believe, if I'm correct.
I literally have to go back. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
And I didn't think NA was going to be that long, but
Yeah, they made it through round 7 of the losers bracket, which is I think where you had to get. So that leaves us Animus, EUE, Limitless, Prometheus, Nova, Axibyte, what would have been Illuminati and Light. But then obviously, we were just talking a little bit. Obviously, Illuminati, they're pretty upset with their DQ. They do have a open ticket with game battles, trying to see if they can get that addressed. I have no updates on that, but it does not sound like it has gone well so far, with the fact that they have opted to not continue to play in their spot for Mobile Mayhem. So, only time will tell on that.
no, I completely agree. I mean, that was such a, terrific experience for us all, and to see a team like that, you know, take a, that's not even a setback, bro. That's like an automatic, I'm out kind of scenario, right? It's make or break for some of these teams, and if they don't make it to that main stage, which they had made it that far and they were looking dominant. They were looking like they could have pulled up and had a grand finals appearance, you know, and to get hit with something like that, it's devastating for a team, you know, who's trying to make their way back into, you know, tier 1 competition, and to do so well those, you know, matchups that, I mean, you said it earlier, EU is not in regards to talent. You've got a lot, and it's not far and few in between. It's a lot of talent spread out. The lower end teams are still pretty feisty. They'll give you a run for their money. It was a lot of work just to see it go, you know, completely unnoticed and have something like a DQ set them back. So hopefully, you know, their efforts for an appeal will go the distance, and it'll get the review that it deserves. And we'll see, you know, what happens from there. But, you know, without further ado, our first matchup looks like it's about to start up. It is going to be that Anarchy and Prometheus. And taking a look at the best of 3 day, it does look like we're going to start things off with a little bit of a hardpoint or standoff.
Yeah, I mean, this should be a great matchup. I mean, we already have, I think, 6 teams already invited to Mobile Mayhem EU, so that's pretty solid. And then, you know, the likes of our matchups here today, you've got Anarchy Prometheus, you've got Atlanta Night MONT, you've got Axibyte and Apophis, so a couple teams that we saw in, and then we've also got Cold competing, but obviously Illuminati forfeiting and given Cold the win in that matchups. Our map rotation for our first, sorry to go off on a little tangent there.
No, that's fine. It's relevant information.
We got a hardpoint standoff to start things off. Game 2, we'll be looking at a raid search and destroy, and Game 3, we'll be looking at that control on Summit. We are, for the most part, still going to be pretty spot on with the champs rules. However, we are going to have a map ban for each team as well as a operator ban. I personally think it makes it a little bit more competitive. I personally really wish champs would put a limit on the number of operators. Right, we just watched 2 long weekends where it was basically like 8-7 people with annihilators, and then, you know, anywhere from 3 to 5 people with purifiers, depending on the map, right? And I think KDM and the community and the competitive scene deserve a little bit more diversity than that in the collection of operators, right?
No, I completely agree. I think, you know, champs stage 3 was a prime example of, you know, tournaments that do still ban operators. It's, you know, it's not a reflection of what you're going to be experiencing in the next stage. So not a lot of diversity. The annihilators, the purifiers are going to be running rampant, and on a map like standoff where we're going to start this first matchup, I think that we're going to see a few of each. I think we even seen some death machines, but again, it was by a completely inexperienced team who were actually doing the thing. So, I mean, when you're not in, when you're not in tune with the game, and you're not, you know, 100% coherent and woke on what is and what isn't of COD Mobile, that was like a sign right there, right? I mean, I'm not trying to shun away from, you know, the diversity of using a death machine, but when you're pulling out a death machine with a lobby full of annihilators and purifiers, and you've made it that far in a tournament, that's got to be like another indication too, right? I mean, who uses that instead of the OP and, you know, what's meta? So I think that's, you know, one of the things that we should have evaluated too. I don't think we had a chance to even break that down. I think we were just too consumed with the gameplay and trying not to say anything stupid, you know, in regards to, oh, this guy is just blatant with it. Instead, giving it the chance to go through that what's due process, you know, due process.
I think so. Listen, obviously, you know what you're mentioning is there was some pretty obvious shit.
Yeah, some tomfoolery.
And you know, it felt so bad because, you know, chat was sitting there like roasting us the whole time. Like, are you guys kidding me? Like, you guys need to understand, until something's official for one of those events, like we gotta keep it rolling forward, keep the ball moving, so to speak, right? So, yeah, definitely some tomfoolery there, and a death machine, if you're going to be doing tomfoolery, is definitely a good operator. But for the most part, when you're comparing it to consistency for the average player, the Annihilator and the Purifier are going to be your top 2 dogs in the scene. Sparrow right up there with the mix as well. I think there's a lot of really unique operators that are in the scene, right? I mean, you've got gravity spikes, you've got gravity vortex, you've got equalizers. Certainly, some are better than others, right? But I feel like having an individual, unique operator per player per team, I feel like it gives more opportunity for like individual players to be known. Oh my God, this person is really good with the gravity vortex, right? And something that we talked to Shift about in the past is when you have a system set up like that, it then gives a little bit more depth of the conversation. And you've now got to track the opponent's score or operator, right? You know, if you're the gravity vortex player, you got to be tracking how well the opposing gravity vortex user is, so you can call that out. If there's 10 annihilators in the game, you ain't calling out Jack, you know?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Right here, see, P1 out in the open. It's right in the courtyard. Prometheus, they are not afraid. They're going to go ahead and hop the hill. They've got 20 on board. They've done a great job of doing a little bit of perimeter control, too. I mean, it's a sea of yellow on the left-hand side. Finally, Patrol able to pick up one. But again, this is Prometheus. I think they're on the right-hand side of the screen. It's Gore, Mari, Derek, Zed. And Greasy on the flip side of things. You've got a Detel, who I didn't anticipate to, you know, be making a run with somebody else. What team was he on? Was that that was a team that didn't make it through, right?
I have it pulled up. Hang on just a second.
I know it's Lux. That's what. So I mean, he's trying to seek, you know, competitive play elsewhere. I mean, I love the fact that he's keeping the dream alive.
I mean, this Prometheus roster is definitely one that I think didn't get enough credit for how well they played over the Stage 3 weekend, but you know, they definitely got an opportunity to have a big opportunity here. Now, did you ever confirm with them that it's Greasy, not Gracie?
I don't know. I didn't confirm. Never, ever.
Okay.
I mean,
I feel like I want to ask, because I want to know now.
Well, I mean, I've called him Gracie in the past. I've called him Greasy in the past. I've called him Greasy today. Maybe I'll call him Gracie before the day's over with. But, I mean, he's a slippery fella, so I guess Greasy kind of fits the rep. I don't know. We'll get confirmation. And, I mean, nobody's in chat's ever confirmed, you know, or denied. So, is it relevant? Absolutely. Is it something that's been addressed before in the past? Nope, not at all. Not one time.
People are right on top of.
Yeah. It's like, no, this guy is an idiot. I can't believe anybody has ever called him Gracie or Greasy, insert right name, and been like, Verdict is a JA. All right, well, here we go.
Yeah, never mind, I'm not gonna...
We're in challenges. We're not in the regular season. We're having fun with it right now. It doesn't look like Anarchy are having too much fun with it. You can see they finally get a little bit of time on the hill. And Daytel, he's possibly the only one in that positive category. There goes the Grav Vortex. It is Greasy Gracie coming through with a slippery gravity vortex. And sure enough, it is going to be enough for a break. But Gore's the only one there, and it's only a matter of time for the contest. It results in a retake. And 20 seconds left on the hill. This is plenty of time to pick up if you're Anarchy, and if you're Prometheus, just be consistent with this rotation. Now, as the hold here on P4 can be devastating for a team, sure, this last little bit of time is going to be given away for free, but I mean, if you're getting a full 60 on the bottom side of market, you can't argue with those results.
Yeah, I think the one player that I'm unfamiliar with in this lobby is going to be Benge. Are you familiar with him at all?
No, I've never even seen this guy before.
Okay, I was just gonna ask if, you know, because obviously I didn't cast last season, so I didn't know if maybe this is, you know, maybe a upcoming sniper talent in the scene, or someone who's really deadly with an SKS, or anything of the mix right now. Does look like he's 9 kills in, got a CBR in hand, so by no means top fragging for the lobby, but not bottom fragging either. I mean, he's got more kills than Patron right now, and that is, well, hard to say if that just means he's doing good against a tough opponent, or if Patron is struggling here today. Obviously, we'll see a little bit as we continue to move on. General Gore just barely makes it away with his life, and as a result, he's able to pick up Patron as well. Gracie picks up a quad feed for the team. And that is going to keep the side of Prometheus in the lead here as they pick up this trickle on this P4 rotation.
You can see resets coming through, and I was trying to see if we got VC access. I don't see anybody actually in the VC, so until we get those perms and special permissions, you know, right now it's just going to be 1s, 2s from bot nominee and bot verdict. So right here it is going to be the break in this P1 site, and a big turnaround game here so far from Anarchy. I'm going to be honest with you, that P4 break was just absolutely clutch. I mean, Patron probably not putting up the numbers that he's used to doing, but he's got a solid rockstar team that's coming through in the efforts to, you know, draw this comeback in. So you can see they are going to be racking up and soaking up some time here on this P1 effort, and with 30 seconds left, they're going to be able to at least tie it. So no contest coming through for either. Greasy trying to make his way through the bottom side, and again, he's going to get shut out after picking up one. Here comes the drone from Zed. I'm not 100% on how I feel about this. Granted, you're trying to get information. P1 is definitely not a point where information is almost, you know, needed to get a break, right?
Yeah, and honestly, I'm still kind of hit or miss on the actual usage or availability, rather, of the drones in the competitive scene. I mean, that is a crazy wild advantage, right? I mean, it is almost right up there with piercing vision from
right?
Vanguard.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's definitely, and you know, maybe this is just me being a little biased because I have to cast it, but it has certainly made casting some games a little bit difficult because you're like,
well, that was kind of sus, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, you know, it's definitely made it a little bit weird. I think, you know, one of the ones over this past weekend for the NA Stage 3, you know, I know you and I caught it. I don't think Bobby saw it, but Jez with the Annihilator shot through like 5 walls.
Oh, yeah, and Hacienda, dude, it was disgusting.
Yeah. I couldn't believe we saw that right at the end of the game, and, you know, that was, looking back at it, you know, that was all thanks to a drone revealing that position. I don't think Jez actually knew he could make that shot. It was just the end of the game, and he went for it, and guess what? You can shoot through the corner of that building, so... And one shot. One shot,
yeah. I mean, the player wasn't even weak. It was just one shot through, and... Right now, we're going to give each team one shot now as we're going to do our quick VC listen-ins off the rip. We're going to go ahead and jump in with the team that has the advantage on this P3 rotation. Top blue is a scrappy one. We're going to see how well they can do to keep this Anarchy squad out of this rotation.
Barrel, he's pushing blue one.
Blue van, got me. Nice.
Blue one.
I spawned gas.
Blue one, barrels and blue one.
One shot, blue one,
Top, bottom dead.
I'm stun top. No, One top. One shot stairs.
They for next, 25 seconds.
Just go near.
Statue broken now.
No. Broken, I believe, yes. Oh, two CT tank. One is case pushing mid. Mid broken. Broken, yeah. He's pushing broken. No.
I just found that.
One grannies.
Dead broken. Go, just hold it. Gracie, come play him point.
One mid, really low.
Just gonna die.
One mid.
All right, you heard the focus, play for new. Obviously, we're taking a look at it right here as a neck-and-neck game, and option to rotate early is definitely big, especially when we're talking about P4 rotation. Now, we're going to see if the break can come through for the side of Anarchy now as they have riled the troops up. We're going to go ahead and hop into their VC for their second shot.
Boxes.
No. GG, one more. One more. Nice. Let's go, push. Hold farm. Yeah, I look farm. One push, 2 pushing boxes, 1 mid street, red car. Y'en a, bonjour sur lui, y'en a.
No, farm, and...
Farm, behind. No SP, farm. One swing, go next.
One bottom grannies. Top grannies.
Top market.
Top grannies.
Top market. There's still tractor, I think.
One statue.
No.
Statue low.
SK stink.
No, Deli, and top blue.
Statue
Pushing tractor.
Annihilator on point. Broken
dead.
No, nice. Guys, let's go. All granny. Broken. Yeah, broken. Granny.
All right, here we go. This one's going to come down to the wire. Day, I am seeing a 210 to 191. This is not exactly how this matchup started. And I'm kind of shocked to see that Anarchy is literally trading blows with a stage, 4 team, giving them a run for their money.
Yeah, I'm gonna be blatantly honest with you here. The second listening, the first listening, when we went with Prometheus, fire comms. The callouts were there. They were
absolutely
confirmed. You could hear the energy, the motivation with each other. Absolutely great. The second comms weren't bad, but somebody has to get. I think it was Gozy. Set ahead.
Get up, Michael. Yeah, right.
Listen. I ain't trying to dog on him or anything, but right, you're playing an intense game. You're trying to get into the Mayhem. Your team is going to be trying to listen for footsteps, for gunshots, for rotations. Trying to listen to the other comms and tap as you hear the thumbs smashing on the screen. Like that would be so tilting trying to listen for someone possibly rotating in behind you and not being able to hear.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to give him crap, but when it comes down to this level of competition, that can make or break a push.
No, I mean, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to be honest with you. What I just saw, I'm still, in shock. Like, what the hell did I just see? I mean, the entire hill evacuated from Anarchy, yet they still remain on the point. Now, what I can say is they would have been able to close it out on that hill. Right now, we're getting an extension, and I'm scratching my damn head. What the hell did I just see? It was a complete... Everyone jumped out of the hill. It was unoccupied for 8 seconds. And then here comes Prometheus. They occupy, they get to contest, they extend the game, and this is... I mean, this is make or break, right? This is an opportunity to play in state or in regular season Mobile Mayhem, and you're not putting your foot on the hill to close this game out. What the hell? And look at it. This is giving the avenue for a little bit of a comeback for the side of Prometheus. So, in reality, this shouldn't even be a close game. This should be Anarchy. And now I'm seeing both teams do the same thing. I mean, I get it. You're doing perimeter control, but, bro, come on. Somebody be your designated OBJ. Somebody put the focus on the squad. Somebody step up.
Daytel been trying this game. He's got 46 kills on board, but it doesn't right now look like it's going to matter. We do have Daytel trying to break on in, gets taken down by Zed. Bison makes it in with 1 second. Can he get the kills? He cannot. And Prometheus bring this one back. They clutch up when they need to. And, that is... maybe a little bit closer of a performance than I thought we were going to see again with Prometheus qualifying for Stage 4, and Anarchy, I believe, did not. So I'm a little bit shocked there that it was as close as it was, but I mean, again, it was largely Daytel was coming through. He was making the breaks, he was making rotations, he put up 47 kills on board, and dude was trying his heart out. Dude was absolutely trying his heart out.
No, I got to go back to that P2 rotation where you've got 23 seconds left on the point. Nobody's on the hill. It was unoccupied for 8 seconds. You open the back door with no contest for that gas station push and allow Prometheus to put themselves on the point to deny time for yourself. You don't pick up anything but 1 point on that P3 rotation. That was such a big ball dropped for Anarchy. I'm thinking you could have closed it out there easily. I think you only needed 15 points. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it, but I mean, there were literally 4 players on farm, 3 players on farm, and all they had to do was just hop up, and nobody did it. What the hell? Nonetheless, Daytel, they put on minute 35, 47, 35 in KD department, but again, it's not about the KDs, it's all about the objective time. And that is going to be a 250 to 245 win as Prometheus. Probably going to be handed a game right there, to be honest with you. That was a well-fought one from Anarchy. They could have closed it out. That was just one bad miscue that resulted in that break and that hold and that contest to extend us to that P3. And, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of bewildered.
Well, and like you said, there was 8 to 10 seconds where they were not standing on the hill and they had a complete opportunity to be able to. And if you look at the scoring, they were only 5 points short. So that misplay certainly could be what cost them the game. But either way, that's going to be Prometheus picking up the dub in the first round. And that is going to send us into a search and destroy on raid. Definitely a map that can capitalize quite a bit on the sniper talent. And you know what? I'm going to take a moment to actually go down, and I want to know if it's Gracie or Greasy. So I'm going to go find out.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can see right here now as we're taking a look at it is going to be that raid search or destroy now as we're going to go ahead and flip the script, flip the sides, see if Anarchy got anything left in the tank. Obviously, this is a best of 3. We're not looking for anything but 2 if you're the side of Prometheus. So find a way to close it out and go ahead and book your tickets to the show, because right now, I mean, you've pretty much given a free game after fighting so damn hard to take back a potential, upset in game 1. Pretty much gifting Prometheus that game 1. I'm not saying they didn't earn it, but let's be real. I mean, that was just a matchup that in the Hardpoint you were anticipating Prometheus to win, and I mean, they won, but at what expense?
Alright, it is Gracie.
Oh, it's Gracie?
Gracie, yes.
Can we call him Greasy, though? Is he okay with Greasy?
The rest of the team laughed and was like, yeah, call him Greasy.
Okay, yeah, we'll call him Greasy and Gracie. We'll call him Greasy Gracie. I don't care. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, that
look. That little Mayhem spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Get to pick.
Yeah. I mean, look. I mean, we're 4 seasons into me casting this gentleman, and I think I started off calling him Greasy, but then I also called him Greasy because someone who I was casting with called him Greasy, and I was just like, I didn't want to correct him because I didn't know. You know. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember.
I feel like I remember.
It could have been
Greasy.
It could have been.
I think he was sick with COVID too, so I feel like I excused it as maybe he just was a little under the weather.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you don't nip bad habits in the butt, right? What?
250 to 245.
All right. Oh, 245? I mean, hell, it could have been 0 for all I care. I mean, you pretty much, How about this one right here, Day? All right. I had that one on hold for the weekend. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to pin that. I mean to delete it. Good God. Good night. What am I? I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, my goodness.
Chat, welcome into Verdicts. House of Affairs. Good night. I'm sorry. I meant to delete that one. Look, I literally had that one off the market for the weekend.
Good.
For both weekends. Right? Because I didn't want anybody in my chat just going, running rampant with it.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah. So I took it off, and I was so excited to put it back on last night, and sure enough, I didn't even get a chance to use it because I didn't go live. It was a hell of a 4th of July here in on our side of the pond. So, yeah, that is exactly right, no, man. That is Verdict right now. I am 100% the clown.
Yeah.
I added those emotes for Day. But I think I get a lot. Yeah, exactly. Verdict right now, doing his little scramble. Right there. That's me in a nutshell.
Well, hopefully Ronan wakes up and hits the start button soon.
Well, I mean, when you don't go to sleep until 3 p.m. in the afternoon, you wake up a little before time to start.
Oh, hey,
get off Valorant.
Merc finally joined us too. Part-time's here.
Let's go.
Ronan, don't say you were waiting for us. This ain't your first rodeo.
Yeah, bro.
You've been here for how long?
Bro, it's day one.
How long do we have to talk about something totally off topic before you're like, maybe I should start the game?
Yeah. I mean, I should just cut this.
Yeah. You know what? As a matter of fact, do we have treasure box availability right now?
Yeah, we do.
This little plus button.
Yeah, go ahead. Take advantage. I mean, this is to reward the people who come through. Sped! Good. Now we got a legend in chat, bro. Sped literally one man that entire team of account sharers, chat.
Yo, Sped, please tell me you recorded that game.
Please.
Or can go back and record it. We wanted to see that so bad. After the hacker team came in and took down cold shower, we were like, these clowns got wrecked by Sped's team. I gotta see that.
And it's unfortunate because they couldn't, you know, produce a 5th player, or not even a 4th player, to be honest, in that day 2. And that,
Sped's
I mean,
team could've
hell,
won.
yeah, I mean, they could have got a stage 4 spot.
They could have took down Tribe.
Yeah, hey,
They,
I mean,
they took down a group of hackers.
yeah. I mean, there's something, you know, we praise in the community of COD, and that's people who can absolutely dumpster hackers. I think we celebrate that more than we celebrate our own wins. Seeing someone take down a cheating piece of crap is just, I mean, I don't know if there's any other better feeling, right? I mean, other than clutching a 1v5 in Search, and right now it's looking like it's going to be the case here for either Bison or Vengeance, because, homie, these guys are just falling left and right, 40 seconds on the clock. And you can see the flank, it is 100% Zed, he's on the push. Bison able to find one, and now as we got a little bit of interesting, but again, it is Zed who's the player we're watching right now. Shots are going to be crisp. He's going to be able to get that, and that's going to be Vengeance all on his own. I did get confirmation that is Vengeance. I mean, obviously, it's spelled Vingay, and you caught it right, but the player is known as Vengeance. I've never casted him before, but Ronan thought I should know that is his actual player name.
Fred, we know that you were calling that out, but our point was we want to see the games because you guys sent them to the losers bracket. Like homie was Fred wording on you, and you sent them to the losers bracket. Like, I want to watch that. Go back and record it.
Yeah, go back, record it. Video, take a picture. Doesn't matter. Do what you got to do. I mean, I want to see video evidence of us.
We should get it on an emulator, and we'll go back and cast it.
The actual game? We can't.
Yeah, we totally can.
No, we can't.
You're right, we can't.
No, we can't, because you've got to be spectating it from the client that you're using. So if you use it from a phone, that exact phone is the only way that you're going to be able to see it. They can go back and probably record it, but
sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
Sped, go back and record it, and then me and you will cast it.
Well, I don't think that he can actually go back and see games unless he was spectating. That's the way it works. You got to be spectating in order to go back and rewatch it.
Oh, that's painful.
That's sad.
No way.
Big sad.
No. Well, we got to step in the right direction, being able to go back and watch them anyway. So
Yeah.
you know, maybe that'll be a future update. But Sped, you know what? You got that mammoth energy, and we're just gonna leave it at that, okay?
Mammoth or Mammoth?
Mammoth. Yeah, that random mammoth energy.
Yeah. Well, nothing random about this one. It's been a strike back now. As you can see, Anarchy, they are on the hunt. Gracie able to take down one, but Vengeance coming through with a vengeance of his own now. Is the A site going to be cleared? They're going to be trying to get this bomb plant down. Yuri's up top. He's trying to make something happen. Mari's taking shots left and right. Koshka in hand, looking to shut down the kitchen side affair. Bomb's been planted. It's 38 seconds on the clock now. A little bit of a shake and bake. Got to make something happen here as the 3v4 retake. Can it be done? Prometheus, you are a stage 4 team. Let's see something happen. No, Daytel, why? Why are you so disgusting?
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
All right, well, Daytel, he has certainly been a incredible player for a couple different rosters now, and hasn't quite found the one that completely clicks, right? I don't know, maybe this ends up being his opportunity. We'll see as things continue to roll on. 3 rounds in, the advantage right now is in favor of the side of Anarchy. First blood does come through for Prometheus, but quickly Daytel answers back with 2 of his own, taking down Gracie and Gracie and General Gore. Now, 40 seconds on the clock. We've got a 3v4 retake to make happen. Do find one on the Bison.
Yeah, this is redemption, right? You're looking for that 3v4 from last round. You got so close right here. That... Mari, you missed the first shot. Thank God you're able to follow it up a second. Vengeance coming through. He's got the cubby. He's going to shut down Zed, and this is going to leave. Mari on his own. Hits the quick. Now it's patrolling up top. I don't think he understands. There's an SKS behind you, brother. You've got to retreat. No time to reload. Certainly not going to make it in safe. And it's going to be 3 rounds in a row after a pretty solid first round for the side of Prometheus. Anarchy has literally ran them through the gutters. We'll see if they can bounce back now. I mean, first round in, you slap your opponents around, and 3 rounds in a row, you just got to sit back and take it. When is that moment where they're not going to? Right now, Patron starting up. Zed's dropped. The rotation over to B, a little bit of unexpectedness, right? You're not anticipating a B side push after you've kind of been having the bomb shoved down your throat on the A side. So pull side's not the path this time around. And off the bat, it's only 1 for 1. So maybe it was a missed call. We'll see how it pans out now. Is with about 1:30 on the clock. It is going to be shortened to about 45. The 4v4 retake is it a little bit more doable here for Prometheus.
All right. Well, we don't see many players use the Koshka, but man, Mari's making it look really good right now. Oh my goodness! I think he found 3 and narrowly misses the one on the Bison there. Gonna get the finish and finally getting another round to answer back for the side of Prometheus. They're gonna close the gap a little bit. It's a 2-3 with the lead still in favor of Anarchy, but it's definitely doable for either of these teams. I believe we're still playing under the full-on S&D champs rules with overtime. Is that correct?
That is 100% correct. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. Gotta win by 2. It's just like old school 21, right?
We say that, but you get a couple 20-round search and destroys in the
Fair
same
enough.
day.
Look, it builds character, right?
It builds frustration.
Yeah. Hey, you know.
It builds anxiety.
Yeah, I mean, players who are able to, stick it through for the long run, right? I mean, got to be just absolutely exhausted. I mean, midway through even. But the perseverance is, certainly paying off. So right now, no casualties. It does look like we've got a little bit of conservative play here as the side of Anarchy, they're deciding to slow it down a bit. Obviously, they get a little bit of failure on that B site where they had tremendous success on the A push. Now they're a little uncertain there, as you can see. Not really committing to anything as of yet. Gore is holding down the lanes on the A site, looking for anything that comes through pool. Certainly going to have 3 rallying up, as you can see, Ghazi and Bison. They're going to go ahead and just make a jump right in. The tail going to make the mid-side push. Patron coming through the stairs. They've got mid all cleared now, as you can see the focus from Gore. He's still on the point. Looking to hold off anything. The info comes through, and now they're dead in the waters. It is Area going to be able to find one. Mari looking for shots. Bison's dropped. Oh my, the push. It has just kind of fallen flat on their face, and literally not a bit of transition after getting out of the pool. They're trying to get this A site, but I mean, it's going to be difficult. Ghazi. Oh, Ghazi. The movement. A little bit of Joe Low energy right there. Good night. Ghazi's going to be able to clear the A site, but here comes Zed. They're on the flank. Mari's going to be able to pick up one. That's going to be the bomb dropped.
That was perhaps the most awkward hard scope I've ever watched, but you know what? Secures the kill one way or another. I mean, he had to line it up like 3 times before he got... Oh! Takes down Vengeance! I'm telling you, dude, he makes it look easy, and we don't see anybody using the Koshka. And, let me tell you, I know a lot of people really like the sound of the DLQ, but, like, that deeper thump that the Koshka puts out is just so satisfying. Honestly, it's just... It sounds like pain being delivered firsthand.
I think there's somebody in 117. Obviously, they're not a thing anymore, but Dark Wizard, I believe he was a player who used it right before the season and had tremendous success with it. I think it fits his play style very well. I mean, it reminds us of a DLQ, but maybe a slightly quicker ADS. I don't know. I think it's all about consistency, and right now I think Mari's the only one.
A lot of people's problem with it that I've heard has been that they're so used to the DLQ ADS animation.
Yeah.
That the Koshka feels weird.
Waff,
So
yeah.
It's not that it's a bad gun, but if you're comfortable with something and other than that, it's essentially the same gun, then it doesn't make a lot of sense at this level of competition to switch up over a very, very minuscule difference, right?
I completely agree. I think, if it isn't broke, don't break it, right? Don't try to correct something that's already working. But Mari, my God, it's so hard to not consider the Koshka is probably one of the best snipers when it's in his hands right here. He's got detail through the wall, and certainly Zed going to be able to get the kill. No, it's going to be Gracie. Right now we flip sides. After 6 rounds long on the defense, they're going to be able to strike fast with this attacking strat. They're going to get the bomb down, and it's a 2v5. Bison and Vengeance left on their own. Vengeance able to find one. Bison up top. He's got the sniper in hand, the DLQ, the gun that we talk about on a consistent basis. We'll see if he can make something happen now. Zari's right here at his line of sight, not giving him anything to work with. You're going to have to peek out, buddy. It's bait. Don't take it. Gracie is right there in the cubby sight to waste you if you do make that wrong move. He is going to go ahead and test the waters. Zari makes a pay anyways, and now Vengeance left in that 1v4 scenario. Mari's hit markered. He is absolute, but again, 12 seconds left. You don't have anybody in position. That is going to be Ari sliding through up top, cleaning it up, and that was just a tough position to be in. Obviously, you get one that, you know, was certainly a kill for free, and Mari, who's dead in the water, but plays his life on the heady. So 4-3 now as the roles have been flipped as we switch sides. You can see the momentum start to slowly peel back and go right into the hands of Prometheus. They can certainly close this series out here in this Search and Destroy.
Yeah, they definitely could be looking to close things out in 2-0 fashion. Again, this is a team that qualified for Stage 4 versus a team that didn't, but the Hardpoint was very, very close, right? I mean, it came down to, realistically, a misplay from Anarchy cost them the game. And, you know, now here we are in the Search and Destroy. We had a lead for Anarchy for quite a while, and it's been close. I mean, we've been really 1-2 rounds apart between these two teams, and it continues to be the case. Daytel does push up, finds one, might find Greasy Gracie out of the window. And, oh, finds the ankles underneath the van. Gracie gets one, Gracie gets two, and the 5-3 lead now in favor of Prometheus.
Man, this was good night, bro. I mean, we saw 3 rounds in a row. They just got slapped Prometheus around, and right now Prometheus kind of having their way with them. It's 5-3 is the lead swap. Momentum just coming to a halt here for the side of Anarchy. Right now, this is a do or die kind of round. I mean, obviously, you're talking about, you know, still 2 more needed, but this first one is going to be massive. Greasy leading the pack. Mari going to be able to find first blood, but it's Ghazi. My guy is putting on. Gore finally able to take him down. Now the 2 sniper talents. They're going to be the last 2 alive. It's a 2v3 with the bomb down. Minute 30 on the clock. Still plenty of time to make something happen. Don't have to make a rush towards it. As you can see, there is Bison, who is literally holding the fort down right there next to it. I can't tell if that bomb's on the opposite side of the wall or if it's right or no. I don't think it really matters. I'll try and see if I can spectate. Okay, so the other side. I'm looking at Gracie's point of view, and where he died at, you can see the bomb is clearly on the opposite side. So Bison's content with holding that corner of the cubby, and certainly Gore and Mari, they're going to have to make something happen on the outskirts. So we'll see if they can make it shake. With that being said, that's the little brother calling. Hold on real quick.
All right, well, hopefully Verdict at least left you guys on somebody that is alive, and Mari pushing on up. Does get taken down by Daytel, and this is looking like a big answer background by the side of Anarchy. Maybe General Gore last alive. He's got a DLQ in hand, so definitely some opportunities to get a pick or 2. Oh, pain and suffering. The jump out of Daytel is going to leave General Gore with a hit marker on board. It's going to get Anarchy 1 point closer to potentially pushing us to a game 3. Now, obviously, you got to win by 2, so they need to find 3 in a row here if they want to avoid overtime. And, well, they got to just stop their opponents from getting to 7 first, so see as things continue to roll on. We got board with General Gore to start. I'm not sure who Verdict's on, so I do apologize if the casting is maybe a little off of what you guys are seeing, but see Patron up in the window, was looking for shots, but couldn't quite get them to connect. General Gore is able to come through and finds 1. No return frag coming through out of the side of...
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, there we go. Welcome back. Bounce back round for Anarchy. I've got to say, I mean, it's now or never, right? I mean, you can't afford to drop anything here, and Datel's dropped. Ghazi's gone. That has been like the bread and butter plays from them. Is going to be Patron, who struggled in the first game, as well as Vengeance, who we're not very familiar with. So push over through. Gracie makes the peek in. Zed's going to slide the corner, picks up the last one, and we are on match point here for the side of Prometheus. They kind of got gifted that first game, but they are certainly turning things around here in the Search and Destroy, and could close it out now as they're inching their way closer and closer to that guaranteed spot. But only Anarchy in their way. I don't see it changing. I mean, honestly, They've got the reads. They've had, you know, great adaptions here in the Search and Destroy, and honestly, kind of surprised at how well they've been able to handle all of the ups and downs in this Search. I mean, the first few rounds were just lopsided as hell. They get blown out of the water. I mean, it came down to like several 1v3, 1v4 scenarios, but again, we flipped scripts and switched sides, and I guess that's all they needed to, you know, take things in their hands. Right here, Mari, a beautiful shot. Gore's going to be able to take out one as well. To tell Ghazi and Vengeance, they're left in a 3v5. Now this bomb is certainly looking like it might get dropped. Oh my, Ares the one that usually carries the bomb, but Zed is making a long transition. This might be something that maybe causes a little bit of setback. And talk about setbacks, to tell, he is looking for blood now as he's been able to find one. Gracie's able to seal the deal with another. Now it's a 4v2. To tell, big gunfight, one there. Ghazi and Detel left in the 2v3 is certainly doable. Ghazi finds one. Detel's getting shots on another. They've got one to deal with. It's a 1v1. Zed, can you close it out? 28 seconds on the clock. Play a little bit of time here. No, it's going to be the aggressive push. Detel hops the heady out in the middle of broad daylight on the opposite side of ring. He gets gunned down in cold blood. 7-4 win for the gentleman over at Prometheus. They are going to be moving on to the main stage for a chance to participate in regular season of the summer 2022 Mobile Mayhem edition.
All right, well, that's going to be the end of our first series here today, guys, and that is going to be the 2-0 closeout for Prometheus. Again, that is realistically what we'd expect. Again, this team that did qualify for Stage 4 versus a team that didn't. That's not to say that Anarchy is a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, they have talent that has competed with the best of the best. You look at the likes of Patron, Ghazi, Bison, Daytel. These are all guys that have been in Mobile Mayhem before. I mean, the one that we're kind of questioning is Vengeance. We're not sure if that's maybe a name change from another player that we maybe have recognized from qualifiers before or anything like that. But either way, Anarchy definitely a strong team. And no, I certainly hope to see these players continue putting their best effort forward for that spot. But this, I mean, really goes to show just how close the EU skill gap is, right? I mean, you look at NA and the top four and the bottom four are leagues different, right? And I don't think a lot of people would have had Light coming through with as strong of a performance as they did in Stage 3. They came through and took it all the way down to the wire, right, Brenner?
No, they did. I mean, that team had the most potential to produce due to the fact that we haven't really seen much of them in Mobile Mayhem. It's, you know, last season they literally just shot themselves in the foot time in and time out. I think they took so many DQs. The fact that they were even named a mention for a playoff spot was kind of ridiculous. I mean, start of the season, they took several forfeits, several DQs, and were still able to manage to put points on the board to put themselves in a position to contend. Naturally, by, you know, law of elimination, they find themselves in a position where they are about to be eliminated, and of course they DQ. So I don't know if that's actually a thing, law of elimination. It sounded good in my head, so I just went ahead and rolled with it. So it's just like it wasn't even, you know, it wasn't even the players' fault. I mean, it was the players' fault. I mean, they make a sub for Donlai, which was a big, bold move, and it paid off. But because Donlai literally just didn't have the right state of mind playing competitive, he had quick fix on, and that's bad. So I'm just trying to break down back and forth what happened at the end of that season. Nonetheless, I'm rambling, and, you know, I guess that makes for you guys to enjoy, you know, what, you know, I think of on a regular basis, and that team is highly thought of in my perspective. I think they are just full of great potential. I just hope they bring their A game this season. Obviously, they've already got a, you know, an invite. So take a look at it. It is going to be the results of the day up on the screen. We started the day out pretty strong. It is a 2-0 win in favor of Prometheus, but Anarchy, I've got to say, if you go back and rewatch the VOD from the Hardpoint, you're going to look at that moment on P2 where there's 25 plus seconds on the clock, and all you had to do was hop the hill and close it out.
They were there.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at like 8 seconds where they're nobody even remotely close to contest. You allow Prometheus to make that journey all the way from the back alley to the front door of Factory, and I mean, that was a moment right there in its own that could have possibly saved you, but nonetheless, that is going to be it for that first series. We're going to get ready for our second. It is going to be Atlanta versus Black Mont. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.
Atlanta who?
Yeah. ATL, baby.
Atlanta phase.
Who?
You can still go, even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here for it. It is our second series of the night. We got Team Atlanta and we got Team Black Mont. This is Mont's secondary team. And Day, I think we have quite a series on our hands ahead of us. Am I right?
Oh, we absolutely do. And Rollbot was kind enough to fill us in the break that we had there. That one of these players from Mont, or rather a couple of these players from Mont are new. And one of them decided that they wanted to tell us they came to COD Mobile from Candy Crush. And I can't wait to roast them into the ground. Okay, probably not, but...
Well, I can't wait to see Atlanta roast them into the ground. I mean, if your only gaming experience from mobile is Candy Crush, I mean, that's what you got on your resume. I can't stop and thinking, is that trolling, or I mean, if it is real, like,
God, I hope it's trolling.
God, I hope so too. Hopefully, we'll see some sweaty action now as I'm taking a look at the best three.
I was talking about how good the games were going to be today.
Yeah, right. EU, the skill gap is tremendously close, right? Wrong. Candy Crush is what we got on our resume. We'll see if Candy Crush can, prevail in this best three now, as they're going to have just equal opportunity to fight it out. It is going to be that raid Hardpoint followed up by a standoff search and destroy. So we're going to say basically the same maps, even with the control the same as that Summit. Just in reverse order. So first game, again, that Hardpoint. Obviously, we don't see Panama Slums and we don't see the takeoff map, as they are both banned and off the table. So Annihilator and Purifier, are we still keeping like operator bans?
I think we have one, yeah.
Please tell me that we're not keeping that.
Why not?
I don't like it.
You don't like operator ban? Okay, so hold on. Let me rephrase. Would you prefer operator, like, quote, bans if there was a limit of one operator per team?
What's that? Like, if you could only use...
one Annihilator per team, one Purifier per team, etc.
No, I mean, I don't think operator bans would be necessary, but I mean, champs, if we're trying to conform to that, then ain't no way that you're telling me that an operator ban is something that, we should get used to. Unless champs conforms, and in that case, yeah, I think it would take precedence. I think I would reevaluate. I think anything that doesn't mimic that side of rule sets is an L. And I don't mean that as a shot at us casting Mobile Mayhem, because obviously, the players vote on these roles, and for the most part, we've seen the rules be kind of all right. I mean, they could be, using some improvements. It took a while to, get quick fix out of the mix. It took, a little bit to get some of the, weapons to kind of go through a little cooldown period. And obviously that even was inspired from Champ's rule set too. So, yeah, I think that anything that doesn't mimic that rule set and doesn't prepare you for the next stage with everything that's available right now, I think it might be a hard L. That's just me, though. I mean, that's
fair,
just...
I mean, if we're going to be totally blunt about this, even when the players get to vote on their own rules, they complain about the rules.
They do. Fair enough. Where are we going with this? You just wanted to exploit the players for
Absolutely.
Yeah,
for
I love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it now as we're getting geared up for it. It does look like we've got everybody in VC, so we will have the availability to do listen-ins if we so decide to choose to do so. And again, it's one operator ban, but it's unlimited picks, so... Oh, operator bans are in stage 4. Nice. Never mind then. I literally will shut my pie hole.
Nice.
There we go. Love it. Thank you for the clarification. Admin's on point. Yeah. Well, there we go. I love to see it now. It's just like switching up from Saturday and Sunday to now, and then having that one thrown back in the mix and not knowing it, behind the story of you know, not knowing that it's going to be banned item for, or an item that you can ban for stage 4. Yeah, that's a huge W. Oh, good deal. All right, we're geared up for it. We're ready to rock and roll. You can go ahead and spam that start button. We're going to be starting up with a little bit of a hard point. This is a best of 3. And B is OP. Robot does throwbot. 100%. Where's the delay? It's literally a 60-second. Oh, yeah, it is a 60-second delay. I thought I didn't have one on, but it is.
I'm confusion.
Yeah.
Who asked about the delay?
I don't know. I just read it in chat. It said, what's the delay? 60 seconds.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe one of the admins asked you, like, you're in Discord with us. You're not going to get a delay on our speech. Like, like, so for example, for NA, Nims does this thing where, like, I'll respond to something she says in Discord in voice chat, and then she'll say it right away in, like, she'll, like, text me in, like, the actual Trovo chat. Like, anybody's going to know what that's in reference to. Like, dang it. What are you doing, girl?
You know, the funny thing is, we just got like a message from one of the NA players. Hey, will there be OP bans and operator bans in Mobile Mayhem now, since Stage 4 has operator bans? Yes, yes. We are getting the info. That must have been just released. Because, I mean, the fact that we're just talking about it, and we're just getting info on it as well. Interesting. And bro, tell me $40 gets you. Please tell me $40 gets you plenty of gas in your motorcycle.
Oh, in the motorcycle, yeah.
Yeah. I'm about to say that should.
It's still a lot. It's still a lot. You know, when I have a 4.5 gallon tank, so like for the longest, you know, it was $8 to $12 to fill up the bike. I put $25 in it the other day, and oh my god, it just felt so bad.
Yeah, dude, that's freaking outrageous right there. Whoa, I mean, 4.5 gallons for $25. I mean, gas kind of like plummeted here for a minute. It got as high as like $5 for Supreme, and then it dropped back down to.
Well, yeah, I mean, in my car I just put regular gas, which I think was $4.99 today. But I put premium in the bike, and I think last time I put gas in the bike, it was like $5.79 or something. Like, oh my goodness.
Okay, well, we're just waiting on Jafar to ready up. Does look like they are. We can go ahead and spam that start button. And ladies and gentlemen,
who's the candy player, Ronan? I gotta know.
You gonna ask him for some candy?
I just gotta watch. I gotta like verify that we're being trolled and this person is not actually stars. Okay, I'm on stars off the rip. KSP 45 banned, yes or no?
Hardpoint identified.
It falls under that 3-week. Yeah, there we go. It's got to fall under that 3-week cooldown period.
Well, he started with it in his hand, so I was like, you know, maybe someone needs to tell him, but.
No, it is going to be a quick retake, right?
Oh
yeah.
My
God, 4 on board. I mean, if this is Search, you're looking for that 5th and the ace, and you got it. Fortunately, Val's going to be able to take you down. The damage is done, and right now it's a scramble here on P1. Right now, it is going to be Atlanta off the rip with the advantage now, as they have got 2 players on the hill, and Wayne and Sauce, and good night, bro. They are not letting off the gas pedal. Good night. Corona and Wayne just absolutely slaying. And already a phenomenal start here for Atlanta.
All right, well, Atlanta off the rip in a good position. Mont certainly struggling a little bit behind, but we're only 1 point in, and, you know, quite honestly, it is one of the easiest P1 hard points to hold, right? I mean, this is something we spent a lot of time over the weekend talking about. You've got a lot of cover. You get somebody into money or laundry, and you've got access to taking down pretty much anybody who rotates in towards the hill. And, you know, that can start things off a little one-sided. You know, you're definitely going to be looking at the P2 rotations and specifically the P3 rotations. I mean, I wish I could call out and say, yeah, P4 would be a good money hill rotation as well, but for whatever reason, the spawns P4 are just the most unpredictable thing in all of COD Mobile.
Well, unpredictable or not, I'm not sure how Gons is gonna fall victim to whatever he fell victim to, but Stars, the self-proclaimed pro Candy Crush player, is sitting literally on, he's just got a nice 2-piece, but he was on 0 for the longest, finally put one up on this kitchen side rotation, and then picked up a nasty little 2-piece right there. So solid start here for both teams. Right now the advantage is definitely going to be in favor of the team who's already early rotated to P3, and they're going to continue to keep that one, assuming everything goes well. Now, as you can see, the buckle up for a push in. Mont not necessarily going to have any kind of angle to peek. It is going to be Val and Gons. They're going to be able to clear 2. Gons kind of OP. The SKS, bro, is sliding, peeking, and just chow at everything.
All right, well, definitely Mont bringing things back a little bit. What was a 32-point lead is now sitting at only 14 points and trying to make the break on into the hill. We've got Klaus coming through with 2 kills, SKS in hand. Not a great pushing weapon, but something that is definitely solid at picking people off headies. I mean, you talk about weapons that are good for people with pants and chairs, right? And
Hey,
your iron sight snipers, right, are great at picking people off. So for someone to be really solid with the SKS is a huge advantage for a team. And there are plenty of players in the scene across multiple regions that have really made a name for themselves with this weapon, right?
no, you're absolutely right. I think that specialty player is something that is desperately needed on a top-tier team. And you're talking about pants and chairs is something Day never has to worry about. He has neither. As we've seen him play, we've seen him cast. No,
I'm literally wearing
lies.
jeans and I'm sitting in a chair.
We're not the same, bro. I could never wear jeans while casting, and I could never wear jeans at all in the summer during.
I would like to remind you, I got home 10 minutes before the podcast.
Look, I don't care, bro. I'm literally gonna be in boxer shorts before I'm in jeans in the summer. It's so hot here in Alabama. I understand humidity, and Michigan is, similar at points, but bro, it is just disgusting.
It's not as consistent. Like, it is not an oven here every day. It's just an oven here sometimes.
It was 80 yesterday. It felt nice, but even in the night, the humidity just continued to rose. It was just disgusting. I was drenched. Try to wear like nice collar shorts, just not happening right now. It's Atlanta.
Your room that you're in is upstairs too, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's base floor.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? If it was upstairs, it would probably be worse, because upstairs rooms are like the hardest to keep cool. So.
Well, I'm in a room that shares space with a boiler room, so I'm literally in the boiler room. Yeah. It shares the same space as a hot water heater, and that thing is flaming, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. Definitely sorry.
Sweating, needless to say. Yeah. Yo, it's been a struggle so far. Right now it's a struggle for the P5 rotation. It has been all Atlanta the whole entire time, and I've got to say, now is probably a better time than ever to even try to salvage a quick listening. So bear with us now. We're going to go ahead and try and jump in with the Stars of Candy Crush, see how the comms sound now as P5 coming to a conclusion. They're going to have to find some kind of advantage, and we'll see how it sounds as we do our first listening with Black Mont.
It's good news. One minute, bro.
Bro, we can lose this map because we have a DQ anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So
I might as well start sniping, bro. Who's dead?
Keep pushing.
Top launch is
I'm gonna flank them.
Capture the hard point.
Driver.
One sprint. The van, one launch. Taps.
nah.
Bro, I'm getting flanked from like 5 places, man.
Where's your way?
Smoke out.
1 year.
Alright, I tried to stick around and salvage somewhat of a listen, but I mean, you even heard it as soon as we hopped in. It was the first thing that was said. It was pretty much a DQ, and I think Day stuck around for a little bit longer than I did, but
yeah,
I mean,
listen, I wanted to stick around long enough to kind of get a feel of. Obviously, as soon as we jumped in, they were like, you know, it doesn't really matter. We already DQ'd this game, or whatever the case may be. So I just wanted to feel a little bit of the energy to see if they were going to keep trying, because I think that's a good mental position to be in. If you know you make a mistake, but you continue to put your effort forward, you continue to get that practice, you continue to try to get a true feel for what your opponents bring to the table. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really get much of that. I stuck around hoping, and it sounds like, you know, not only have they defeated themselves in the rules, but it sounds like they've defeated themselves mentally, at least for round 1. Or I don't know. Maybe they were mentioning their opponents. I haven't got a complete clarification on that from the admins yet, but we will certainly figure that out.
We'll certainly figure it out, indeed. Certainly, yeah, the comms were quite quiet. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was listening, it's like, bro, everything was like chill, mood, vibe. Yeah, I get it. You're trying to, keep quiet and not try to get too dramatic. But when we do listen-ins with teams, I anticipate like high energy, high pace. Doesn't matter if you're being DQ'd or not. Like, you're putting your best foot forward, and the comms were. I mean, they were what they were right here. They've got a solid hold on the garage site, and what a better way to turn things around than to get a full 60 off this. Right now, the contest is in. It's in full effect, and, I mean, we'll see if we can get the break here for Sauce. He's going to be able to win 2 big gunfights. Boom's out. Legacy's dropped now. Is still a scramble. It's still a toss-up. There's not too much, and there goes the slide peek. It is going to be Black Mont coming through, keeping this game alive, but again, we heard the DQ comms. I'm not sure who. Or if it was them, or if it was Atlanta, and assuming it's them, just based off of how we've seen them play. I mean, I guess, I don't know. It would be without a DQ, right?
I mean, listen, again, based on the comms and the fact that they sounded upset throughout pretty much the whole thing, I'm going to go out on a limb and say they themselves DQ'd. Again, I think the admins are looking into that. I don't have the answer for you guys. I wish I did off the top of my head, but, this is where we're at right now, and, we got to finish this game out. And, speaking of finishing it out, it looks like it's pretty much over. It looks like Atlanta are coming through with the W, 250-98. I think we had a player actually leave the game early for the side of Mont as well. I saw 4 players there at the end, so a little bit rough, man. A little bit rough for the side of Mont.
Hey, I'm looking in chat. Chat seems to have a grasp on things. We literally don't know what the hell we're talking about at times. If we just, do what we're told, and if there's a DQ, we don't ever try to, figure out what it is for ourselves. It's something that we kind of just get informed on, and the Annihilator was banned, and certainly Annihilator was used, so that makes sense. So, chat, you guys first right for a chance. I, applaud you for the effort. Right now, gotta applaud Weigh-In. My guy was frying 39 and 23, a minute and 48 in the hill. That objective time breadwinner, though, it's gonna be Legacy. Right there with a respectable 36 and 24 himself as well. So, 2 minutes and 5 on the clock. And they certainly... Look, let me tell you, you know how difficult it is to put 2+ minutes on the objective on a game like this? I had a ranked match the other night where I was playing with randoms, and I know that was my first mistake, but I literally had 3 minutes and 5 seconds on the hill in a Vanguard ranked game, and we lost. And my teammates had the, nerve to say that we sucked, and that I sucked, and even though I went 40 and 22 and dropped 3 minutes and 5 seconds on the hill, we could win. It was my fault. I applaud anybody who's able to stay positive and get that kind of objective time. It is almost undoable at a tier 1 level. It is just certainly undoable.
And
almost.
You were not even close to playing at a tier 1 level.
No, definitely not, bro. I mean...
We had a conversation over the weekend
about
you were going to play with Miney, and you're like, what rank
are you? We're not the same.
Top 250.
I'm like, bro, I'm struggling to make it to freaking elite, and you are top 250 with a bit of ease. I mean, good night. We are not.
That was so funny though when you told me about that. I was like, dude, what? He's one of the best snipers that COD Mobile has to offer, and he's top 250 in Vanguard.
Yeah, and he's good looking too, man. That guy's got it all, bro. Freak.
Come on, Bert.
And he's a stage 5 contender too. My God.
You know how many people come in your chat and they're like, "Yo."
They lie, bro. They lie. They lie. Oh, they lie all the time. When you have Miney come in the chat, it's like, damn, dude, that he's a god. He's good at COD. And he's got movement of a god as well. Yeah. He comes in here and chills every now and then. Obviously, he's busy with content and whatnot, but any chance he does stop by, I'm always grateful to see him. Wish him a belated birthday. I mean, big guy coming up in the world, and he just racked up that 100K on YouTube. So, huge shout out to Miney. Miney movement, you know, all you gotta do is watch Verdict's stream for 15 minutes. You'll be able to unlock that one. That's one of the gimmicks that we had for that season, all season long. Like, Mighty movement was what everybody was trying to, you know, accomplish. And, you know, my gimmick was, you just say it here, watch Verdict's stream for 15 minutes. You've got Mighty movement. It's unlocked. You don't have to do anything else. So, I can't get away with that anymore.
I feel like I remember one game specifically, and I think it was you and Imperium casting.
It was a firing range game, right?
No, it was standoff. And you know, B flag's like right in the middle of the bleep zone, right? And here Miney is like literally sliding back and forth like within the circle, capturing the whole time. There's like 4 people shooting at him. They can't hit him. And he gets the capture right before he finally dies. And I was like, dude, that was an insane play. Like, just the fact that it worked was kind of unreal, especially at the level of competition we're at. Because they weren't like against a pushover team either. I want to say it was like Anarchy versus... Maybe it was... I think it might have been Anarchy versus BK Rog.
Possibly. That's a long time ago. Well, how long have we not seen a BK Rog team in the
listen, it was literally at the beginning of the season when everybody had counted Anarchy out, and I was the only one on the Anarchy train, okay?
You know, when I was looking at chat, I was like, Sped talking about casters on Trovo, not gonna lie. And I was looking at, when I read it first, I was like, sexist? What? How are we sexist? And then I read it fully, and I saw the E, and I was like, oh, it's sexiest. You know, obviously we're in an era where cancer culture is just absolutely disgusting. And I saw sex, and I was like, what? How? I mean, literally, we're good in real life people, and we're good on air. I don't know how you could even think that. I'm just dumb because I can't read. So we're going to continue to play that card because Day is the smart one of the group, and I am literally dumb as a box of rocks.
Verdict and I, listen.
I'm too stupid to have any hate in my heart. I'm going to be honest.
Verdict looks great for his age, chat, but the reality is he is old AF, and so am I. So am I.
Yeah.
I mean, back in our day, when we didn't like somebody,
bro, let me tell you,
we literally sent people to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah.
By playing a card game, right?
Yeah, physically and mentally.
Back when the Pharaoh ruled Egypt.
Yeah.
All right.
No. Well, back when I could sell my mule and get enough to, you know, pay for a tank of gas affordably.
It is literally a question every day when we wake up, chat, if our eyes are going to work today.
Yeah, and as our backs are going to, you know, be able to sit in these chairs for too long. I mean, yeah, obviously it's my backside, but my back is just struggling, bro. I literally, look, at my age, you become one with using, and of course this is also the Panamanian wife in my ear, and it has been for the past 10 years, using Vix. Vix is like the solution to everything. In a Spanish woman's home, if you don't have plenty of Vix to go around, you're doing something wrong. And we have several where it is like we're literally scraping the bottom, trying to make it last. Oh, we run through Vix, bro.
Vix and Verners, or just Vix?
Just Vix. I've never even heard of Verners.
So when you're sick, order you some Verners.
Okay. Well, I mean, we never.
That's like the stuff.
That's also a great thing about being in this house. So we don't ever really get sick. I mean, I had COVID. I was out for 4 days, and I was back rocking and rolling like nothing happened.
That's the can of Fix Me Up, and you know I probably shouldn't have put the brand out there, but you know what? We totally did.
Hey, I mean, I put Vix like out there.
Michigan,
I mean, that's
the Michigan cure-all, though. Let me tell you.
I'll have to get it approved by the wife. The wife doesn't let me put anything on my body or in my body.
It's ginger ale.
Oh! I mean, we're I mean, we're huge on ginger tea. We literally will take raw ginger and put it in a boiling pot.
Yeah.
And, I mean, she pipes
Good
it up,
stuff.
bro. Let me tell
Good
you, yeah.
stuff.
That stuff will clean you out.
Yeah,
All
big
right.
time. Feeling a little congested, you get you some of that
Oh, yeah.
good old ginger ale or ginger tea, and you're wired.
Yeah, Sped. Someone did blow my back out. I mean, did my back in. Yeah, 100%. Thank you, Sped.
Yikes.
Good night, bro. Yeah, this chair is what did my back in. I'll go ahead and tell you that. It looks great. It feels great, like when you first initially sit down, but after a few, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, you're done.
Dude,
I'm
it
done.
don't matter how comfortable a chair is. You sit in it for too long, and dude, my chair is comfy. It really is. But if I move wrong in it after sitting down for 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours doing a broadcast, oh, it can tweak you all sorts of the wrong way.
All right, well, we'll see who gets tweaked here. Is Atlanta are going to have that 1-0 lead. Black Mont, they are looking to keep the dream alive. They heard the we heard the comms earlier, and I mean, it was 100% true. The DQ did come through. Weighing, looking to make something shake here. Lexi's going to pick up first blood, and I'm obviously on the wrong player, so Weighing also sniping as well as Legacy. Popped off in the first game. We'll see if he can pop off here. Stars. Oh, man, he might be a Candy Crush pro. He is also going to be able to hold off this push. We'll see if the Candy Crush efforts will pay off here again now as Corona's on the run, and so is Storm. They are in a 2v3, and they're literally in dead smack middle of the map.
All right, well, it does look like our sniping talents for each team respectively, and I'm not going to include the SKS in this, is going to be, for the side of Mont, it's going to be Val and Boom, and for the side of Atlanta, looks like we've got Legacy and Wayne. So those will be kind of the players that I'm going to be looking out early in the rounds. We obviously talked a lot this past weekend about if you're sniping, you've got to be finding early picks, right?
True, yeah.
So definitely going to be on the lookout for them, seeing if they pop up early in the feeds, who he's able to capitalize and who isn't, and maybe get an idea of, if one of these teams does make it into Mobile Mayhem, the main season. We got any young bucks that are maybe looking to make a name for themselves? A new Washi, if you will.
Yeah, Washi of... I don't know if we'll ever see a Washi of EU. I'm going to be honest. Washi is like a generational talent. Just comes out of nowhere, right? Puts on. Well, Gons, he's going to put on 2. He's going to find 2 as well. Bombs down now is Storm and Weighing. They are literally in the same boat they were in last round. Let's see if they can make something happen here. As you can see, the bomb's going to be picked up. It is going to be Jafar. Bro, those shots were just not it, homie. I don't know what the hell that challenge was. You got a 3-2. You got to play your life. Luckily enough, it's going to be Boom coming in with the click. Now is Gon's going to be able to get the top side of market. You see the reference there? The click, boom. Yeah, no, okay. Nobody. 2 rounds in a row for Black.
You are literally just showing our age so hard today, and I'm not sure I appreciate it.
Click, boom. That is I mean, I don't care how old that song is. It's great.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, bro, but we already talked about
you're not wrong, Verdict, but...
And
I mean, we've literally just sat here and talked about how bad our back is for the past, like, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't need to feel older at this point,
Okay. You don't have to be old to have culture, right?
It's actually really... never mind. Well, I'll tell you that story later.
Okay, yeah, I'll be listening.
No, you won't.
Right now, Bomb's playing it. This is Atlanta looking to handle business, nice, get on board. Boom. Coming through. The shots absolutely crisp. He's got 4 on board, Dave. 2 rounds in, my guy is frying.
Oh, Storm finds 2, but does get taken down. Wasn't able to quite finish off Boom. And Boom's got 5 on board with the DLQ. We're only 3 rounds in. I mean, this is solid for a sniper talent, but he's going to get shredded right now. Yeah, well, I mean, ends up getting a nice little side...
Wall, too. Right, that's sad.
Apparently that wall is more paper than all of firing range, chat. That was... I can't believe he died. Nice shot. I mean, the slide, the fact that he got pushed while defusing and was able to get up, get that slide, find that shot, awesome. Actually looking like a solid sniper talent for the side of Mont, but you died to the bomb, homie. You know?
Yeah, you're 100% right. I mean, obviously he'd taken a few shots himself, so I mean, I don't think he ever really recovered, so the wall being certainly from the bomb blowing up.
Have you recovered from yesterday?
I mean, have you heard me? Do I sound like I'm recovered, homie?
You sound like you're really trying.
I'm trying, dude. I really am. Boom. I mean, the migraines are coming in right now. The headaches. Everything about recovering as an old person is just not fun. Right here is Corona and Sauce again. This Atlanta team has found themselves in several 2v-something scenarios. They have not been successful here. The only round they found any kind of relief was the time they get the God tier send to the bomb side on A and are able to get that bomb down almost instantly. Boom, looking for an answer of his own. He's got one right in sights. It is Corona, but oh my, the MW11 probably should have dropped it for Vanetti, or I don't know, if you're going to go spray and pray style, maybe pick up a MAC-10. That just looked like it was kind of disgusting. Nonetheless, the results are in. 8 kills on board for Boom. 3-1 lead. And we've got a 9-day performance from the Hardpoint. I got to say, you start off in a rocky situation. Obviously, you bite the bullet, literally, for the Annihilator DQ. And, you know, you don't really put up much of an effort to keep the gunnies hot. And, I mean, certainly not a factor here. You can see they have taken the driver's seat, and they really haven't provided anything for Atlanta to, you know, capitalize on. As a matter of fact, they have pushed several times through gas station and found themselves in top market, literally in the spawn sites of Atlanta, and not really been paid, you know, or repaid for doing that. Right here, you can see Corona and Storm. They're trying to hold that effort off, and it might be, you know, the key solution to this team thriving.
All right, well, I gotta say, I'm still on board with Boom for pretty much this broadcast right now. I mean, he's actually hitting the shots. I mean, this guy, you know, for a team that came in and, you know, not only DQ'd the raid, but, I mean, honestly, just even after that, had a very lackluster performance. I gotta say, he's looking like a talent that I've made a comment before that I think EU is lacking a bit of sniper talent, and what I mean when I say that is I think there's a lot of teams in EU that could really benefit from having a strong sniper lineup, and there's a lot of teams that, you know, have sniper talent, but maybe soak up a little too much of the talent from the rest of the scene, right? You know, teams that I can think of, 117 not found. You know, how many snipers do those guys have in the mix where it's like, you know, we could have snipers for 3 or 4 other teams if this team wasn't together. Am I being fair? Am I making sense here?
I was trying to be, like, engaging in chat by typing, not necessarily interrupting. Look at this. Gons is literally right up here. And I agree. The sniper talent is... Well, Wayne's going to get dropped. That's a free kill. Look, if you're not watching Back Alley, bro, there is a problem. My guy is literally inside your spawn causing mayhem. But I completely agree. The sniper talent that we do get to see on a regular basis is consistent. But at the same time, towards the lower end of that bracket, or lower end of that tier level, it's kind of like spread so far in between that you don't really get to see talents like Boom. Right now, I was spectating Gons, and my guy just, I mean, literally inside the spawn. He is top market yet again, and that's something you cannot afford to allow to happen. And seeing it happen 4 out of the 5 or 4 out of the 6 rounds on the attack or the defense, just, I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to win a round if you got someone who's, you know, right behind you, just not missing.
You are absolutely right there, and, you know, after Mont's pretty lackluster performance in that game 1, I mean, they are absolutely coming through with a vengeance right now. They are up 5-1, and what I thought was looking like it was about to be a quick 2-0 is looking like we might get our first control of the challengers here early on, and, you know, I definitely got to give them plenty of credit for making the comeback look doable here. And again, I think even if we did see a lackluster performance in the Hardpoint, I think this team has shown they have some talent. But I think mental fortitude is a very heavily needed thing for a team if you want to succeed, right? You can't just fully give up the second something goes wrong, right?
True. You're absolutely right. I mean, if anything, it's practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you obviously bite the bullet on the DQ.
You keep practicing your strategy.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you try to be creative with it. I mean, you try to make something happen that, in reality, it's not going to pay off, but it could pay off later on down the road. I mean, to see a team fold like that in the Hardpoint, but then absolutely deliver a banger of a Search and Destroy performance. I mean, good night. Gons is literally not been stopped. Boom is sitting on 10. These guys got kills real quick early in the game and kind of anchoring the team. Finally, Gons is going to be dealt with. Sway and hitting his shots, but Legacy's going to get dropped in the meantime now. As you can see, push up 4. Jafar's going to find 1. Way pulling out the L car. That's an L right there, bro. He's going to get dropped almost instantly there on the return. Stars, your Candy Crush professional gets dropped. And now it's all on Corona. The bomb's going to be hopped. It is going to be a deli side push. B side. Oh, baby, Corona. He's not done. We thought this was 2020. Wrong. It's 2022. Val. He's got the answer. And a 7-1 win. Very convincing. Good night. I mean, Mont Black. Kudos to you guys.
All right. Well, an incredible game for the guys over at Mont. Definitely not something I had expected after we saw that first game's performance, but I mean, they are answering back and in a big way here, Verdict. And that's something I definitely like to see. Again, I think I would have liked to see a little bit more effort in the Hardpoint. They sounded defeated. It sounded like they weren't trying because they did run into that issue. And I think that like kind of negative energy is going to limit how far you can go. Am I making sense at least?
No, I think you're absolutely, 100% on point. Like, you get a DQ from, a tier 1 team, an invited team in NA, and, they take, the efforts into consideration, and I don't think they stop playing unless the other team leaves. We've seen several opportunities where teams have left because of DQs. Knowing that they have won, there's no reason. I think Zygnus is one of those teams that does it, and will continue to do it. I mean, once they see a DQ, there's no reason to continue to play. It's out the window. But if there's a DQ that's been called, the teams that are in the game, they remain to keep it competitive. So right here, we're taking a look at it. It was definitely Black Mont all over the board. Val picks up 9-10 for Boom sniper talent, but it was definitely a story of on that defense, Gons pushing right through that back alley and nobody really able to hold off that push for a majority of the rounds. They were able to sneak 5 in real quick. 13 on the board for him. 5 and 3 for Stars and Jafar as we're going to be rolling over to Control. And I don't know what the situation is on like a 3-week cooldown period, but I think saw
that was in the rules. Who was the one that used the L card? Because I missed it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think we saw more than one L car. And I think it was on both sides.
Definitely a possibility.
Be wrong. Hell, I don't know. Wade definitely has it on one of his loadouts. I don't see anybody. I see a wrench in the hand of Jafar. I can't see the first player's loadout, so I couldn't tell you.
I don't know, my dude. Don't know.
All right, we're getting geared up for it. We're going to go ahead and issue reminders. 3-week cooldown period for all new content, and that does include secondaries. So Black Mont, regardless, is going to take the dub. We're going to be moving over to the Control. Is there a cooldown on new weapon releases? Yes, 3 weeks per COD mobile. That is not a mobile Mayhem rule. That is a rule that was adapted because we've got a COD Mobile Champs, you know, announcement from that. So that is directly from the source itself. That is something that we strongly, you know, agree with too, and that's a reason, right? The Mac 10 was the primary reason for that, chat, 100%.
Yeah, yeah. I think the Mac 10 was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. I think there's been multiple weapons that have come out that were just too strong off the start. One of them being obviously Shorty. God, I hope I never see that thing again.
Wait, the player or the actual Shorty?
Both.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. The weapon. But,
we miss Shorty. Where's she gone?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But yeah, the Shorty weapon was pretty strong. We saw people literally in stage 4 last year
corners
use the Shorty as a primary weapon. I mean, if you want to be a reality, the ARP roster, I'm pretty sure, had more kills with the Shorty than any primary weapon combined across the players. I mean, it was.
Well, can you fairly say that, considering that all we saw was ARP, or was that in stage 4? No, I didn't get to see stage 4. How was stage 4 in comparison to stage 5 as far as like seeing the variety of teams?
I think we saw more variety, but it felt like we saw the same team over and over again because it was all Holger Shorty, all Holger Shorty, all Holger Shorty.
Well, that meta is surely out the window, and right now we're getting a new meta. It's a new game mode too. It is going to be the control map on control or in Summit now as we see it. Oh, boom! A little bit of slaying out right now. Overextends. That is be Corona to come through with the equalizer now is anything but equal here as they're trying to get a little bit of progress on A, but also hold off the forces of the defense now. As you can see, a minute on the clock. It is a 26-24. Life advantage still in favor of the defense. We'll see if it pans out now. I think you mentioned this over the weekend. This map probably have a little bit better of a chance on the attack in comparison to any other map. Is that right?
I think this map obviously has its advantages and it has its disadvantages, right? Because the points are so close together, it can be a little bit chaotic. I mean, it does result, often early at least, there's more time ahead of us where maybe we see more control, we see a little bit more Summit strategy involved. But as far as the offense or the defense having advantage, I think this is one of the most balanced maps. Another really good one, I think, personally, is I think Raid is a great control map. I think it's one that offers maybe a slight defensive advantage, but it's very winnable from the offense as well, right? You look at Slums, how many times over the past 2 weekends did we just look at Slums and determine the winner based on who had defense in the first round?
Yeah, but we made the wrong assumptions. I think Tribe was one of those teams who came through and had an upset. I believe it was Augur UD too.
Yeah, I mean, there are teams that excel in their strategies and do find little pockets of opportunity, but when was it really how often did we see someone actually win by getting a capture on the B point, or the A point?
A point, never. I mean, never. I mean, just
never. It was always winning the TDM, which I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, if you win by TDM, sure.
Yeah,
great.
but here's the deal. Like, you look at both of these maps being played out, regardless of how even the map is in comparison to like where the points are. I still would 9 times out of 10 want to see a Panama Slums because I'd love to see the creativity and the strategy that's involved in capping B, which is on the left-hand side of the map if you're on the attack, and how you play that life advantage rolling into trying to capture A, or not even trying to capture A, just trying to play for those picks. I think that is a little better than what we're seeing here. This is just 2 teams who are literally bum rushing the point right now. It's going to be the objective. Stacked, and they're looking for early caps. It's gonna be 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. It was a win on the attack off the rip, and you can see it now. Storm gonna hop the Dragonfire. They're looking for pretty much a free 5 kills, and that could be huge on a map like this.
All right, well, I'll definitely give you credit for that. I do think, while Summit's a little more even between the offense and the defense, you're absolutely right. There's much more strategy involved in a map like Slums. Again, I think A is a little too punishing on Slums for a true competitive nature. I think it takes away the whole objective portion of the second half of the round, I guess you'd say. But, you know, maybe we'll see some optimization on some of the maps in the future. Maybe we'll see more maps added to the rotation. And maybe we'll get an adjustment on the ruling that a map has to be playable on all 3 modes, right? Because I think there's maps... Oh, Storm. Nice gravity vortex there. This is why I want to see unique operators for teams. Because there's plenty of players that do get known for being exceptionally good.
Do you get 3? Look,
I mean,
you get 3 shots. You get 3 shots with it now. I thought it was 2 and done.
It is 2. He got 3 with the first shot. That guy got 1 with the second.
No. He hit 3 different shots.
Are you sure it wasn't a bug where it looked like he shot off 2 in a row?
No, I promise you, he hit 1 right on that P4 rotation area on the opposite side of the container. And then he hit 1 from the direct opposite of that container. That was 3 shots.
Interesting.
I mean, literally, I was under the impression it was 2, and I looked and I was watching it from his perspective, and I was like, oh, he's about to pick up 3 kills right here. Sure enough, he gets 3 in 1 shot, and then he turns around and gets 1 from each other shot. I am confused.
I guess maybe it's possible it was a recent update that we missed. I'm not entirely sure. But
I don't know. I felt like we would have had gotten some kind of knowledge about that though, right?
I mean, we're pretty old, man. It might have gone
you're right.
in
Fair enough.
one ear and out the other.
Yeah, you're right. It's not hard. I mean, at our age.
Right? Anyway, that is neither here nor there, chat. Storm absolutely frying with the gravity vortex. I mean, feels like I haven't seen it in so long. I almost didn't even know what to call it.
Well, I mean, we can't call it what Goofy Goobers used to call it, right?
The sucky sucky?
Yeah. No, we can. Okay, they buffed it, is what I'm reading in chat. It's 3 now. Oh, that makes it a completely viable option. I mean, 3 shots from it. I mean, we just saw 5 people just get insta-eliminated at 3. I mean, as soon as he shot the shot and it landed, right? Trophies are going to be massive in games like this, and if you're getting a ban in on the Purifier and the Annihilator, I think the Vortex is absolutely here and ready to play. So Sauce is going to go ahead and hop the drone. The score streaks are coming out, and right now it's 2 ticks on A, 2.5 on B. They are not even going to be contested. This is... Yeah, Team Atlanta, they've got the advantage in lives. They got the advantage on the point. They are not going to be stopped here by this Mont Black team. This is going to be a smooth 3-0 for them.
It is certainly looking like it right now, Verdict, and that's not something we see a lot of in Control. But man, they came through with a performance, and you know it's a little sad to see Mont after their good. Search and Destroy performance drop there, but I mean, again, I think one of the biggest things is going to be winning the mental game. We've seen that time and time again. I mean, we had a whole tribe roster for a long time last year that was just known for being better than everybody else when it came to long series and long days, right? So I think that's a big factor, and I think that's something that at least Atlanta have proved here today. That, you know, they got smoked in the Hardpoint. In the Search and Destroy, and they came back and were able to pull it off in 3-0 fashion on Control. So big bounce back for them.
Big bounce back indeed. And you see the left-hand side of the screen, there are 3 players who are out of the picture for a reason, because Black Mont, they have exited stage left. Insert Atlanta into that number 2 spot, or number 3 spot for challengers. Technically, we got to win by DQ or forfeit earlier, where Illuminati were not going to be able to participate, did not have any intention of doing so. And nonetheless, Cole going to be booked for a regular season ticket now. Atlanta, they've earned their spot here as 8 capture objectives on point for Legacy. That's massive. I wish we saw a little bit more detail in some of these. Obviously, you can hit the right-hand side, that little menu button, and it provide a little bit of intel, but until we get what the CDL has, I'm going to be honest with you, bro, it is going to be so difficult to kind of decipher what is and what isn't valuable as far as, like, KDs go, unless you really paid attention throughout that whole game. Storm, my guy was literally grab vortexing the hell out of them, 22-7 as well. Awesome KD and some great usage from the Grav Vortex. That play was absolutely insane. Well played for them. And it wasn't a just, I mean, that was a blowout under control. I mean, we're looking at, again, respawn game modes not being anything close to that search and destroy performance. Obviously, you've got to find a way to win a respawn because, one, you only get one search and destroy in a best of 3, and two, even if it's a best of 5, you're only going to see 2. And the winning number's 3. So, I mean, they're already at a disadvantage there. That takes us to, you know, our ending of our second series of the night. We only got one more on board. Taking a look at the matchup, it's going to be Axibyte and Apophis. I think this is the matchup that I've been anticipating all night.
I mean, I was really looking forward to the Illuminati cold, so I'm a little heartbroken at that.
Oh,
And,
imagine like bad blood from, you know, stage 3. Bad taste in their mouth, right? I mean, that's like a gauntlet match, right?
The worst part is Cold literally is getting a spot in both events from the same team. Like, Illuminati DQing is why Cold potentially has their spot for stage 4, and now they were, you know, supposed to face off against Illuminati here today, and Illuminati has decided to forfeit. So, man, I don't know. Cold seeming pretty lucky right now.
Hey, you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. One man's misfortune, another, you know, life, you know, just being breathed back into you. So, unfortunate calls, but again, we don't make the rules. It's something that process has to be followed. So, obviously, we're hoping that we see, you know, a similar scenario that we saw in Latham, where a team was able to get that, you know, call reversed. Obviously, process has been followed there on that end. Maybe try and reach out to them because they've got the keys to success.
And that did take a little bit of time.
Yeah, I mean,
that's something to make note of.
Yeah, just to jump the gun and say, you know what, we're done. That's, you know, that's it. I think that's a little premature, right? Oh, well, you know what? That's neither here nor there. We're going to get geared up for our third and final series of the night. It is going to be Axibyte, a stage 4 contender. Stage 3, I believe they finished in the top 6, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe even top 5. Pending that DQ. We're going to get geared up for that, and that's probably going to be our highlight match of the night, so don't go anywhere, chat. We're going to be right back.
When you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow,
Alrighty, EU, are you ready for your highlight matchup of the night? It is certainly going to be a spicy one. We've got Axibyte, we've got Apophis, we got a best of 3 that only we know right now. You guys are about to know, but good night. This is going to be a huge one. We're talking about that 4th one potentially being the best matchup of the night. We didn't get to see it. We got robbed. It would have been Cold and Illuminati. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, bro, that one would have been epic. So we're going to have to settle for this one being, you know, the fire matchup of the night. So, Dave, based on what we've seen so far, I think Axibyte has the upper hand. But do you think Apophis has what it takes to at least make this one interesting?
I certainly think it has some potential to be really good, right? We've grown accustomed to a handful of the players here. Obviously, Melk is a player we've seen before. Gon, Didicio is a talent that everybody in Europe should recognize, as well as we've got Apollo here. So I think there's some potential, and I do think we've seen perhaps a couple of the players on the opposition in the past. Maybe not necessarily on successful rosters, but definitely have seen them and have seen the talent that they bring to the table, and certainly have some potential. Like, I think we've seen Adu, Zorky, and Guffy before. Is that correct?
I've seen Guffy. I've seen Zorky. I've only seen Adu whenever I you know, do Wordle, and that is like. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I've ever heard or seen a Adu other than outside of Wordle. So we're talking about
team once.
I mean, your memory is better than mine. I'm gonna be honest with you in that regard.
Or it's worse, and I'm remembering things that never happened. Who knows?
Hey, I mean that's delusional, right?
It's something, all right.
I mean, it could be either or. I mean, obviously, I'm familiar with the word itself because of Wordle, but if you're wondering what Apophis means,
you learned that word?
Yes.
Okay.
Shut up. Okay. It literally means Apophis is a near-Earth asteroid, meaning its orbit around the sun brings it within 1.3 times the distance between the sun and Earth. Its full name is Apophis 9994. What the? What am I reading, Google? After Apophis was discovered in 2004, the asteroid was given a 2.7 chance of hitting Earth in 2029, causing a great deal of media attention. Are you serious? This is devastating.
Yeah. This sounded like when you started reading all this off, I thought Ronan sent you like a novel.
No, dude, I kind of, you know, research and investigate it for myself.
That just seemed like something that Ronan would just throw in chat out of nowhere, though.
You're so right. I mean, if he's not like selling somewhere else, he's putting useless facts in the Discord. So, nonetheless, he's not selling on this best of 3. It's 100% accurate. We are going to be heading over to takeoff for this first hard point and search and destroy on standoff yet again. We'll see if it goes a distance, and if it does, it's going to go on a map that I am loving for a best of 3 format, as well as for pretty much all 3 game modes. I think you called it an L for control, but Hacienda is certainly, in comparison to Slums, when we're talking about like map control for control, right? You're looking at the defense having a little bit easier sight on that B fences lane. But I think it's still, I mean, you've got to have the creativity and the, you know, discipline to play your lives on the attack off the rip. And when we see that kind of creativity on how it translates over to that B objective, I think it makes for a great rotation. It's phenomenal for Hardpoint. It's really exposed a lot of teams who don't play collective objective. And also for Search and Destroy. I mean, granted, it's a little lopsided for pushes. I think A is a little, you know, focused too much for the attack, and B is obvious, you know, on the opposite side of the map, and it's in a completely different element. It's certainly not favorable to the attacking team, so we won't see too many attack pushes that area. It's last resort. But I still feel like it's a very viable game mode or map for all 3, you know, game modes. So, you know, I guess I could give a little bit of credit to, you know, Coach Sim for, you know, even mentioning it for Hardpoint. Yeah, exactly. Who? Who?
So I do got to know, though, and I will probably ask the team this later, is if they name themselves after the asteroid or the Egyptian deity of chaos.
Oh, so there's multiple meanings.
I think the asteroid is named after the Egyptian deity.
Oh. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, that is. I mean, I'm looking at the logo, and it definitely translates to something that would be Egyptian-like. But in the Egyptian in mythology, it's like
world.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know, bro. I'm trying to.
I'm pretty sure Apophis, and I'd have to look this up, but I'm pretty sure he's a snake deity.
Yeah, he's a serpent.
So the bird. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, this is...
I have a formal complaint.
Yeah, Apophis, this is an L, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, we're gonna need to see a serpent. It's not a yeah. It's not a meteor. It's an asteroid.
Isn't that what it said?
You said a meteor.
I'm googling Apophis bird right now.
There's literally not. What? There's an Apophis bird?
No.
No, that's not.
Incorrect.
What the hell are we looking at right here? My Google search history is going to come back and haunt me someday on that.
Maybe.
Somebody in chat goes, who's in Apocalypse? Yes! Yes! Somebody give that guy some rolls. Alright, I'll do it.
And his name is Squeaker.
Yeah, you've earned it, bro. Wish I had a legend roll. That was just an absolute beast of a question. I mean, we're... Oh, no, you go ahead and start it. We can go ahead and start. We've literally gone off on a tangent for too long.
I mean, listen. I think you need to sit down with Rollbot one of these days and say, look, bud, these are the cues. Because that's what I did with NA. Okay? And
I've literally gone over all... I've literally gone over all of the rolls.
But listen,
all of the
cues. You need to, when you do it with Ronin, he's a bot, right? So you need to do it in ones and zeros.
You're right, you're right. Alright, now... I don't know how I'm going to put the ones and zeros together with Milk Bear using the R9. He's got a 0 on the end of that, but he's got 1 in the kill department there. Is gone. Or Guffy, rather, going to rotate around the corner. Guffy's actually going to get gone. Milk going to get the revenge now. 2 on board for the R9 Demon. And you don't anticipate to see a shoddy like this have any kind of value on a map like this. This is a huge map, and obviously he's making great use of those close quarter combat, but again, this is an objective-based game. Those kills, if they're not applying to the hardpoint, which they're, oh my god, from that range, he just kind of deserved to get killed. My god, Milk is a freak. The R9 from this past weekend, I guess, inspiring some fellow shotgun users and abusers to come out today. All right, well, chat, you heard it here. Day freaking hates you already. Hasn't even been a full broadcast yet, and he says, forget EU. Maybe his mic's muted, who knows. At any rate, 4 kills on board for Melk as he's finally taken down, almost gets dropped on the transition now as we're P2 bound, and it's an advantage. Bad thing is, it's not in favor of Axibyte, it's in favor of Apophis, and here goes the push towards the staircase site. Zorky going to be able to hold the god tier heady. It's the trash can right here, but lo and behold, here comes HBC putting things into his own hands. P2 compromised, 30 seconds left, plenty of time to take advantage of. You can see the focus now for perimeter control. Psycho's trying to make the push up top. He's got the new M13 in hand. We were talking about the legendary guns in this game have been absolutely a dub lately, and I think that's 100% true for that particular legendary drop.
All right, well, I am back from the dead. I don't know, you know, I can assume.
Kept the slider to a minimum. Yeah.
You ever take like a drink verdict and it just goes down the wrong way?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that could be life-ending in our age.
Yeah, we... Not wrong. All right, but we're back. And right now, Off to possibly our closest match of the day so far. Only 2 points separate these teams. We do have P3 opened up. Now starting to get a little bit of progress here. I definitely am going to be leaning a little bit on the side of Axibyte here. Based on, you know, again, we got to watch a little bit of their stage 3 performance, and they were actually looking fairly solid. So, obviously, the rosters are a little bit different here, but, you know, again, we've got Denisio, we've got Melk, we've got Apollo, and at this stage of the game, if we haven't seen you in the competitive scene, then, you know, sure, every once in a while you get some fresh talent that really, you know, tears things apart, right? But
Yeah.
that's not it's not regular. So if we got a team that is mostly players we don't recognize versus a team that's mostly players that we recognize for actually having quite a significant amount of skill and maybe just not having a team that was able to capitalize on it, I'm going with that consistency time and time again.
Oh, we'll see if that consistency pays off now, as it is literally a neck-and-neck game. Operators have come out to play. It is Denisio who is picking up all the slack and all the smoke on each and every end. My guy SKS'd up. 6 seconds on the objective. I think P3 was a prime example of he had to do it, and obviously when you're playing a role with this kind of gun, obviously you can't put yourself in a compromised position. And you see it pan out now as the 30-point advantage in the hands of Axibyte. That consistency and that relevancy coming through from stage 3, playing a huge factor now as P4 coming to a dwindle. It's the last 15 seconds. Big time for the side of Apophis to pop off now as they got to get things back under control. They started off with a little bit of fire, but it's starting to slow down. We're going to go ahead and gear up for it. We're going to go ahead and hop in with Apophis, see how the mindset is for this P1 reset. As we're about 25 points down, we'll see how the morale is rolling into it.
Sur le point,
Ticket.
Pielo. Un Pielo encore dead.
Viens, faut prendre le contrôle.
Je pique le point. Prenez contrôle ticket. Un top blue. Je suis one shot dans le point. Top yellow, il descend.
Ticket.
Je suis seul dans le point. Un ticket, un dans P1.
One shot P1.
Ticket. Il essaie de spawn trap, il push le spawn à la ligne. Il push, dead ticket. Encore un dans le point. Je le para.
Ok, dans le point.
Bien joué.
Dead dans le point.
Détruit, nice. J'essaie de push le spawn, push, c'est dur.
Bottom blue dead.
On a le spawn.
B bon.
Ok, 15 derniers points les gars, on peut les laisser.
Oh, il y en a deux stairs yellow,
On stack le point.
J'essaie des bugs, Guélo.
Mort, shotgun top. Au top. Il est solo. 2 maintenant.
Un blue les gars, il va prendre direct le blue. Ça pique, derrière le bureau.
Ils sont les deux one shot, les deux.
J'ai spawn red, faites gaffe au back. Un HP derrière le bureau. Flip.
Top et
Bottom,
chapeau.
window, ça push le spawn. Window dead. Ça passe, dead.
Mort, t'inquiète.
Encore un, deux.
Well, I gotta say, I don't really speak too much of other languages. I don't speak any other languages other than English to let you know, chat, and that's not, you know, anything that's familiar. I think everybody knows that I've tried my hand at Spanish. I've tried my hand at, you know, multiple other languages and attempting, and I failed in every other regard. But I don't really speak any other languages, and with hearing the comms, they didn't sound too bad. I mean, other than the fact they're kind of get buried here in this P2 rotation. I think the morale is pretty high still. I think, you know, the tone of voice seems to be on set with a team that's motivated to continue to do better. And we're going to see how the comms sound now as we're going to buckle up for our second listen in. And we're going to go ahead and jump right back in it with the side of Axibyte. See how the comms sound for them in this second listen in.
Yeah.
Answer to go FHBC.
Can you show it? Yeah.
P1 dead.
Watch blue. Blue, two guys blue.
Blue dead. Love you, gone.
The limits.
Turn. Dead. Good job. On dead. Turn dead. One more CT. I'm dead to a nade. What? CT.
Dead one.
H, you got this.
Another dead.
Yeah, they're all there. They're both main.
It's okay, bro. I'll off you gone.
I'll go top red. I pulled them.
One top red, yeah.
Top red. Don't stay 6 goals.
Any point. Nice, H, I love you so.
One bottom red, one tickets.
Medic.
What he does?
On side, left side.
And dead.
Watch limits.
One tickets. He's pushing CT. Also limit. I'm going limit. What's going CT? Limit. Watch out. Limit.
Top blue already. Push next.
I'm going next. Top blue. I'll get scrap limits. Okay. Nice follow. Love your follow. Top blue dead. One double.
All right, Dave. Night and day performances so far. It's a little bit of a blowout getting towards the end of this game, and P3 is a lockdown. Axibyte, they are literally rolling on that consistency, and they have shown up to perform here in this Hardpoint. Now, I gotta say, comms, I would say they're pretty comparable. I don't speak French, but the tone of voice, the focus, it seemed to be there for both teams.
I actually was getting ready to make that same comment myself. I was like, yo, Verdict, come back here. I got like some good information I want to put out here about how comparable and positive the two teams are. And then here you come, absolutely stealing my thunder. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm absolutely okay with it.
I'm learning as we go, bro. Yeah.
We're on the same page, and I like it. I miss that kind of extra level of synergy we had cast.
Yeah.
Obviously, we haven't got to cast as much together lately. It's been a little bit wacky on our schedules, but listen, we're back. We're here for it, and that's some good energy that I like to hear. So I definitely appreciate you picking up on that, and I think it's a great point. So big shout out to you. And you killed it the past couple weekends, homie.
Yeah, dude. We've been putting in hours, bro. I mean, I don't know if anybody notices anything like that. I mean, obviously, chat comes in and says, Verdict, we need to get you and Dave for stage 4, stage 5. Like, that can go so far, until someone actually of power can actually spectate that and see that, we're putting in the hours to, really know and understand what we are seeing and talking about on a regular basis. It's, a lot more difficult than what people think. I think I heard, I think it was Anna from the Garena region. She came in, and she was like, if I was casting, I would have, been set on watching one sniper, and once he bricked him, be like, oh, he's dog shit, and just like kind of kept it to a minimum. Like I think that's what people think casting is, and at an extent, it's obviously trying to, also like say what's going on in the game, but also kind of like understand you don't speak other language. I don't speak other languages, at least, but understanding the tone in which the team talks and the pace in which they are delivering information, like that's all factored in. And even though I don't speak French, I was able to put 2 and 2 together on hearing the comms for both sides. They were both relatively the same in regards. The thing is, the point scoreline is certainly not the same. Axibyte kind of took this one and ran away with it.
All right, well, I said right from the beginning, this is the direction I was leaning based on their performance that we saw in the weekend, obviously. And, well, they are carrying through with a good performance here right now, proving that my faith was put in a good spot. And Dinicio, I don't think any surprise here does come through with the top frag for the team, or, well, the top frag and the MVP for the team with 47 kills on board. You've got Gone coming through with 40 of his own, 33 for Apollo and Milkbeer, and 39 for HBC. Look over at the opposition, and, well, at least one of the names that we recognize does come through and does top for the team. That's going to be Guffey coming through with 33 on board. You had Adu with 29. Genkai, Psychos, and
Psychos.
Zorky all coming through with 26 as well. So definitely a good, well-fought performance. Obviously it did, as the game went on, start to slide more and more in favor with some more consistent rotations, some more consistent gunfight wins through for the side of Axibyte. But I definitely think Apophis, at least several of the players, do have a fair bit of skill that maybe, again, this could be a situation where this is a team that's better at search and destroy. Now, you obviously got a crazy good sniper talent you're getting ready to go up against in the likes of Dinicio, right? Obviously, we know Melkbeer is a great shotgun talent as well. But even if they don't make it through the search and destroy, I certainly think that a couple of these players should certainly keep improving themselves and should have some real potential in the scene.
No, I absolutely agree. They were in a pretty profitable position earlier where things were competitive. That, Goliath was huge. for Axibyte, it didn't have much of an impact, but it was huge because they denied the fact that they didn't allow it to get yoinked. I think that could have been like a pivotal moment for a potential comeback for Apophis. Obviously, it was not like a 100-point difference at that time. It was roughly around 40 or 50, and, you know, Axibyte might have just burned right through it, but in the hands of, you know, a desperate team like Apophis, we may have saw, like, the momentum shift at that particular point. But, I mean, it was just a big brain play and a big, you know, commitment from HBC to continue on. I don't know. He had 4 people around him. I still don't know how the hell he picked it up. I was spectating that all around. I was like, the NCO's going to throw it down. They get the trophy. And we got 2 collapsing from P4. We got 2 collapsing coming from the, like, the main portion of P3. And that could have gone south real quick. And, I mean, with that kind of momentum and that kind of player presence on the point and around that P3 rotation, that could have been like a swing moment for Apophis. Unfortunately, they don't get that opportunity to get the yoink. As a matter of fact, it was HBC who actually picked it up. And, I mean, I don't know what kind of clutch you need from. I think chat saw it and was like, wow, I don't know how the hell we were able to get that Goliath and HBC able to maintain it. But everyone in chat is saying Dave's mic's quiet. I agree. I tried turning him up, and obviously,
I think it's if I lean back.
Yeah,
Like I sound good right now.
Yeah, you sound great.
Yeah, if I lean back, and I'm gonna be honest with you, chat.
I mean, with our backs,
out from working as much as I have to even have this opportunity to cast EU again. And yeah, I will definitely work on sitting up. I did get a little lackadaisical there.
Well, I mean, I got a little lackadaisical too. I actually late transitioned. The good thing is we didn't miss anything yet. It is a slow start, and you know, as soon as you guys get to see the action, you'll see it. You didn't miss anything. It's still a 5v5. You got Melk, who's rocking the HSO. He's got an interesting holographic sight on there, the red dot. I mean, it's not a holo. It's obviously a red dot, but my guy. We saw some interesting loadouts over the weekend. I think the shotgun from day 1, I believe, where we saw it. What are you doing, Mel? You're just holding down the convenience store, and there's not anything
dead set on it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's almost kind of nice to see the HSO come into play, though. I think this is a really neat shotgun. Has a lot of potential, but obviously it's not something that has been as consistent as the R9 has lately. Obviously, that 2-shot gives you a little bit more consistent quick kill times. And, well, that is going to be a couple players getting absolutely torn apart there.
Parasite says, I'll trade you a kiss for that cap. And I can't tell if he means, like, the cap as in we were lying about something or the verticap that you often wear.
I'm not wearing my verdict cap today.
Oh.
I actually have a Fox hat on today.
Oh, well, maybe he's a Fox fan. And Stepsley, even though we didn't ask you, we appreciate your advice. Move closer to the mic then. Move the mic closer to you then, he says.
Mine's not on a boom, unfortunately.
Well, I mean,
I need to get one. It doesn't fit my boom for my
that's
my
a rip.
mic.
That's a rip.
Yeah. Different ends, so
yeah.
That would be the goal, though, Stepsley. I'm glad you used
common
sense to figure out like the initial. How can I fix the situation?
I mean, he's a professional streamer, right? You got to listen to him, right? 100%.
Well, he's a professional something, all right.
Well, right now, first pick's coming.
That's Fisher.
Oh, baby, Apollo.
Oh, Melk pushing on up now. Might get a chance to pick off a do here. Doesn't see him. Oh, no. How do you not check the tractor? You're pushing with a shotgun. Well, fortunately for him, HBC is there not only to get his back once, but twice. Verdict.
Imagine having a teammate to hold your hand and your pushes. There it goes. The gun changed. Finally. No! What are you doing, Melk? You're selling. He's made a commitment. He's going to stick to it. Oh, there it goes. Never mind. Just kidding. There we go. Go ahead and crawl it out, homie. You have contributed nothing to this search and destroy so far other than memes and laughs so far, and I think he knows it.
All right, well, pulls out the R9. Like we said, this is the more consistent shotgun. The HSO is neat. It has some nice one-shot potential, but the consistency is certainly a question, right? So the R9, you get those 2 shots, keeps it very, very effective at multiple ranges. I mean, I know we were looking at the R9 over the past couple weekends, and even Bobby, who plays a lot more than we do, was like, this thing's a pocket sniper, So definitely got some great opportunities there. And hopefully we'll start to see more people really adapt to it, right? Because I think they have, as long as they're going to be allowed, in COD Mobile, I think you should realistically have multiple players that are recognized as big shotgun experts. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, you've got the craft down
when I play, but
yeah. Oh God, no. I mean, they're the worst players in the game. I think I heard. Who was that? I can't remember. They are indeed at 100%. Psycho's the clear shots right there. He rounds the corner. Oh, that is probably gunfight. The Deagle is 9 times out of 10 not going to win unless you're Blur, and Blur just is built differently with the Deagle in his hands. But Melk with the R9, it's literally, I wouldn't say a knife to a gunfight because, I mean, up close, a knife, you literally could charge a gun. So maybe not the best analysis, but maybe a spoon to a shotgun fight. And that was literally what it was. You can see he's going to get taken down. And Melk, finally with the transition to the R9, he's contributed. He's picked up 2 kills. He's just not freeloading here in the gas station anymore.
All right, well, we've got a 2-1 lead in favor of the boys over on the side of Axibyte right now. Melk, just, I don't know, maybe just for the giggles, shot his teammate in the head. COD Mobile, friendly fire, please.
Please, win. Thank you.
I think that's a great... I think that is one thing that COD Mobile really does need in the competitive scene. We have a lot of streaks available, and it is a little bit wonky sometimes that you have an opportunity where you can drop a cluster strike on a hill, right? And your teammates can safely stand on the hill for whatever reason. Like, I don't know.
I mean, they're just
Personal
like,
preference.
I mean, they're just immune to whatever kind of damages that are being brought down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Melk, he's contributing more and more each and every round. The B-side push is going to result in the bomb going down. 40 seconds on the clock. Shotgun users, spicy take. I think I heard it from Crim6. My guy is king of spicy takes. He said shotgunners are not COD players. They are literally people who cannot aim. That was a good aim right there from Melk, and right here it's a 1v1. It's Melk and Guffy, a sniper talent from former Mont team, I believe. I believe he was on that Lux roster. Right? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I do, remember his name right now. He's going to try and hop the bomb. The sniper. The shots! He's just going to put a little love tap on it. He is certainly just playing with his food right here. He's going to round the corner. Guffy tries to hit the 360. Melk's point blank staring right at his face. Doesn't move. Perched up on the stand, or the hop up. He's going to be able to get the free kill right there. And I'm starting to wonder, like, what if he had just continued to defuse the bomb? Would that have played out perfectly for him? A little bit of a love tap from a doof.
Certainly some opportunity to have been able to finish things off there, but obviously he's going back to the HSO, and once again he
just doesn't like contributing. I'm already right here. Look, he is not here to contribute. My guy is here to put on the memes for the team. My guy is not looking to add any kind of value. Right? The nade shot, I mean, oh god, what are we watching? Is it gonna hit? No, of course not.
Alright, well, Melk has been able to find 4, and the team is in the lead, so I guess you at least got to give him a little bit of credit for...
Sure.
It's not like he's throwing in the teams getting rolled over, right? So there's at least some benefit to be mentioned there. And, well, another round does come through for them. I was really hoping this one was going to be a little bit closer than it has turned out to be, Verdict, but that does not look like what Axibyte have in store. They want to just close this out in 2-0 fashion, and They don't care whose feelings they hurt along the way.
No, I mean, we're here for the memes as well. I mean, this is Challengers, right? This is a regular season. If you can have fun, have fun. And clearly Melk is here to have fun, and fun he will continue to have now as you see the push to the back alley. They have completely given up that back rotation. Zork going to be spotted. Denisio looking for the follow-up. He gets the hit marker, and that is not something you normally see from a DLQ. Finally, Psycho's dropped is going to pay off. The one-shot drop now is he's going to get his revenge. He's going to be able to finish up. Genkai is down, but Zork was a player who was actually one that got away, and nonetheless, the results are the exact same. It is going to be a do coming through in the clutch. Nope, Denisio. He's cleared him out by himself. And I gotta say, a do is usually what I roll with off the rip. Audio is not something I usually roll with for Wordle. And someone tried to tell me that Crane was the most, statistically speaking, best word to use. And I think Crane was the worst option for me one day, and I'll never go back. So, you're talking about listening to useless BS in the background and getting consumed in it and tied up in it. And obviously, I think that's what a majority of the stream has been so far, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. This has not felt like a Challengers Day.
And, you know, I was really hoping we were going to have a couple closer games. I mean, we had some that did turn out and were all right. I would say our second match of the day ended up being better than it initially led off to be. I think you could agree with me there when,
True.
You know, we were really looking at, it looked like it was going to be a swift 2-0, and we actually had Mont come through and put up one hell of a search and destroy performance, if I do say so myself. So, what is this? Why is...
Destroy the objective.
Alright, I'm actually, never mind. I'm not as confused as I was. I'm totally okay with what just happened.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we've accepted it. As
Yeah.
reality. And right now, if you're Apophis, you might have to accept the reality that Axibyte are just the better team here and today. Gone. Finds one. Apollo finds another. Genkai does find a two-piece return, but Apollo takes him down.
My.
Now it's Guffey, last alive. He does have a DLQ in hand, was looking to line one up, but HBC with the big backside rotation is going to come through, takes him down in a 6-2 lead, match point in favor of the side of Axibyte.
Yeah, Axibyte. They are biting a huge chunk off of the competition right now. It has been 6-2. I'm going to be honest with you. We've seen Melk. It's basically been a 4v5. He's opted to go back to the troll, and he's got the ice axe in hand. He is swinging away, homie. Certainly Zorky going to get dropped. HBC finding first blood. This is 9th on board. Melk is literally crawling like a snake in the middle of the map. The backside of the spawns. He's looking for the snipe here. Oh, God, you're disgusting, bro. Gets absolutely bodied. Thank you, Adu, for putting Melk out of his misery. What a sad, sad individual that we absolutely love and adore. There it goes. Gon's going to find the two-piece. There's not a question here. It is going to be a smooth 2-0, a crispy one indeed. The hardpoint wasn't very much of a struggle. The search and destroy, we had a 4v5. Guffey, it wasn't you, homie. I promise. It was... Blame Milk Bear. Just blame Milk.
Milk, not milk.
Oh.
Just clarification for chat.
Yeah.
Listen, we have at least a viewer for NA. I don't see him as much in EU, but we got 98% milk. My favorite dairy-based viewer, okay? And just wanted to make sure we got the descriptive factor in there. Alright, well, definitely a big game coming through for Gon. Put up 12 kills on board. You had HBC with 9, Apollo with 8, Denisio with 6, Melt coming through with 4 on board. Adu on the opposition, though, for Apophis did come through with 8 kills, so definitely a respectable performance. We also had a couple players with 5, but it just wasn't enough to keep up with the pure fragging power that we had on the side of Axibyte. And, you know, again, we saw Axibyte over the weekend. We saw them have some really strong performances, and you got to give them credit where credit is due. And are these the 3 teams that won officially our teams making it into?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That is,
so there's 3 instead of 2. Okay.
Yeah, that is an absolutely great point
4,
there.
I guess technically if you include cold, but...
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see it there up on your screen. I think results were misclicked by Ronan. He's throwing several different areas tonight, and one of them was changing Verdict scene. Nobody puts Verdict in the corner. Obviously, I'm trying to make a reference from the baby one I made earlier, but nonetheless, it's a, well, earlier this weekend. 0-2 win for Prometheus. They take the 2-0 dub. Atlanta take the 2-1. It was a spicy one. We got in that control summit. It was a blender for Black Moth. They were just feeding the beast. Axibyte, I don't think they even broke a sweat, bro. I was looking at Milk Beer's perspective, and bro, let me just tell you, it was probably one of the most hilarious perspectives I could have, you know, just lived through for, you know, the matter of 9 rounds that we got to see it. So, nonetheless, it is going to be a big win for them. They're going to be moving on to the regular season to, again, face off against some of these 6 invited teams, and I think their talent is definitely stacking and comparable to some of the ones that were invited. So I'm taking a look at it now as we've got it on display. The 6 invited were Nova, Animus, Limitless, EuroElite, Mont, and Light. That was 100% guaranteed. Now, you look at the bottom 4, those were teams that were challengers. Prometheus, Atlanta, and Axibyte, we saw them take victory. And Cold Esports, they're going to get the forfeit when move on. What's going to be interesting is that team is and was on iPad. Are they going to be able to make the transition? Because I think that's the question that, you know, for them, and mostly, I think it was Jim who was an iPad. I don't know who else was. I know for a fact that Jim didn't move over to phone that quickly. Did he? I mean, let's be real. Did he?
I don't know. I guess technically he played all last year on phone, huh?
Well, he did. I mean, he's not a stranger to phone, but to be able to make that switch that quickly and adjust, I mean, these pro players, I guess they're OP, right? For a reason.
I would absolutely have to agree with you there.
Well, I mean, Challengers was smooth and quick. We're 2 hours and 45 minutes in, and that's where we're going to call it quits. So we're going to get geared up for the regular season. That is going to be starting again on Thursday, 8 p.m. Central European time, and casted by yours truly, Denominated Verdict. The 1-2 punch that you never wish to see go anywhere else. We're not. We're going to be here prompt. And again, on Thursdays, I will be joining Dave for NA, as well as Bobby and Dave for your regular Tuesday performances on the NA side of things. We've got a pretty booked roster. I think we've got a pretty solid 1-2 punch in any combination that you see that in. So I'm super excited about this season in particular. I don't know how much interesting it is going to be in comparison to last season. Last season was pretty spicy. The season before that was pretty spicy. I made claims about this being the best season every season we've gone, and I don't know if I have that same kind of confidence rolling into this season. I hope that I am quickly swayed and see some top-notch performances on Thursday, but right now I'm not very optimistic. So EU, you got to step up. You got to rise to the occasion. Challengers is done. Regular season is starting on Thursday of this week at 8 p.m. Central European time. Are you going to miss it or are you not? Is it going to be a to-do thing, or is it going to just be like, we'll be there for it, I guess, and maybe show up and maybe not show up? And again, I don't know if EU's making progress in the right direction or not. We'll have to find out, and you're going to have to stay tuned for Thursday's action because we'll be there for it. Will you? That's the question. Dave, appreciate you for joining us. Didn't have to for Challengers. We appreciate it. Usually I do this alone, and I think we've gotten into the habit of seeing some of these teams show up and potentially be game-changing, but we've also gotten to the habit of seeing these blowouts and just, I mean, I don't know at all.
Well, it's been a pleasure here today. Again, I was really hoping the games are going to be a little bit better than they were, but I certainly think 3 teams that are completely worthy of playing off in the main season of Mobile Mayhem are going to make it in, or made it in, rather. And I think you have a really solid top 10 lineup for this season. I mean, I think there's definitely a couple teams ahead of the others competing for the top. You look at the likes of your Nova, your Light, Animus, your Limitless. Maybe even would put Prometheus on a good day in that same category. I would like to see Illuminati come through and play, especially after their performance during Stage 3. Obviously, there's a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, they got stuff, all right.
Yeah, they got stuff. They got stuff. So best of luck to them. If they were completely legit and maybe this is an accident. Again, we did see a LATAM team a little bit after the fact, get their position back after being able to prove their innocence. So, best of luck to Illuminati, and if you guys do get your spot back, I'm going to be really disappointed that you didn't put the effort forward to still make it into Mobile Mayhem, because they're a team that I would have put right up there with Light, Nova, Animus, Prometheus, and Limitless.
Who's going to be the team this year? Because there's always one that drops out. Which team is it going to be this year that steps away and decides that they can't handle the heat, right? I mean, in that instance, I think if Illuminati are able to get that returned or overturned,
if I had to guess, and I mean this in the nicest way possible when I say this, probably Cold.
Oh, that's spicy. Well, I mean, that is certainly not something I anticipated. Obviously,
if I had a
I think you're right.
I would say Atlanta.
I would say Atlanta too. That's what I would have rolled. But again, I mean, we're just just throwing ideas out there. But nonetheless, if we're not live on YouTube, but if you're rewatching this VOD right now, make sure you go ahead and drop me a little bit of a like on that smash button. Yeah, you get the picture, right? Go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you turn notifications on. We're going to be uploading these on a regular basis for YouTube afterwards. We're going to go ahead and lock the VOD after this one too. And subscribers, you're going to be able to benefit from it on Trovo. But if you're not, go ahead and head over to the YouTube channel. Make sure you are dialed in on both sides. So we're going to get geared up for a raid. Don't go anywhere. Whoever is still left, we appreciate you for all sticking by. And yeah, we'll see you on Thursday.
Slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way.